Well, here we are, Dan Franklin.
Paul Carganella.
This is Dan Franklin. I am Paul Carganella. We've got Sam Mikulich behind the scenes here, and thank you everybody for joining us tonight for this screening. As I mute myself, thank you. Can you hear me, Dan?
Oh, yeah, I hear you great. I
Okay.
also heard a little bit of a loop somewhere, but it appears to be gone.
I was just about to say, thank goodness we've been doing this thing.
Whoa, that's
Where
so cool. I don't know where that's coming from,
it,
but
it's coming from me. So let me mute myself.
atta boy. It's almost like you've never done this before. But now I don't hear you at all. Maybe I can read your lips. No new taxes.
So I'm gonna fix this. I know exactly what's wrong, but you go ahead and be charming for our 100 people, 100 households watching across the globe.
Yay! Uh, and it's 100 households of amazing Kickstarter backers that have joined us, and there's some applause. Woo! So we would just want to thank you guys so much for helping this project exist. I know that it's been a little while for us to churn it out, but it turns out that post production is really, really complicated and intense. So we've been doing all kinds of stuff. There's music to make, there's audio to mix, there's coloring to do, there's editing, there's all this stuff. But now we've culminated that all. We have a finished product to show for you tonight to the 103 households that we appear to be in. And we're on the YouTube chat there. If you have questions and things like that, then you can throw them in there for us. Polly, how you doing on that? Households that we appear to be in. I still hear me. And we're on the. Are we
Okay,
sure it's not Sam?
so
Questions and things like
I
that.
just put in the
Then you can
chat.
throw them in
I
there for us.
fixed
Polly,
things.
how you
Things were
doing
wrong
on
on my
that?
end, and I fixed them.
I still hear me because I still hear me from the past.
So
Questions and things like
I
that.
just put in the chat.
Throw them in
I
there for us.
fixed
Polly,
things.
how you
Things were
doing on
wrong on my
that?
end, and I fixed them.
Very exciting though, because I still hear me from the past.
We might be good now.
Wow.
Hang on.
It's like the Zoom is haunted.
Haunted. Ooh,
Very exciting though, because I still hear me from the past.
we might be good now.
Wow.
We're not good now. Okay.
It's like I hear some piano too.
Haunted. That's all me. That's all my daughter practicing.
Ah, cool.
Um, we're not good now. Okay. All right, I'm gonna mute again.
Piano
Hang on.
too. Okay. Am I supposed to be seeing if I still hear myself? Because I don't. It's very, very lonely in here right now. But the loop
It's
is
definitely
gone.
Paul, for sure.
Sorry, buddy. How embarrassing. At least there's not 107 households tuned in. Oh wait, there are.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I figured out what was wrong. And I fixed it. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the screening of The Haunted Man. This is exactly what we've been dealing with since the pandemic began. Different ways to find ways to get together and bring you the things we would normally do live. And while I've said in the emails, it breaks my heart. I'm absolutely like devastated that we can't all be in a theater right now doing
Yeah.
it.
Be nice to have a little red carpet, wouldn't it? You know what? I got the answer.
Oh, this is as
All right.
unplanned as my technical
All right.
difficulties.
This is what I want everybody at home to do right now. I want you to look down at your feet. All right. Now
Yeah.
close your eyes. Now look up and pretend you're walking across this. Walking into a movie theater across this. Boom. Now it's a red carpet premiere.
I love it. Thank you. Where's that applause? There it is. Um, Now we've been if for so many of you that are here on the YouTubes, you know, we've been doing shows live now on YouTube since all the pandemic and the stay home order started. So I had full confidence in our team here, especially Mr. Sam Miklich, the Polly's Picnic stream director, or the PP stream director as we call him. We all love to call him that. Uh, I'm joking. We don't. I'm just jabbing him right in the ribs. Um, could make this happen. Could make this possible for everybody. And now, like, we're giving people time to come in and because we said it was a 7 o'clock start time, so you know it's gonna be. Sorry, we're out of time. Sam says in the chat. It's going to be a minute before everybody gets here, and we're up to 135 households right now across the world. Thank you guys so much. Um, I just want to say thank you for supporting this project, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk after the movie. We're going to have a Q&A. My buddy, Mr. Kevin Gregg, who's the co-host of the Your Creative Journey podcast, is going to have a live Q&A with a lot of cast and crew from the film. Not everybody. We just kind of invited everyone who shows up every week to the weekend shows that we do live here because we knew like the tech was all worked out and we wouldn't have to have rehearsals and stuff. But we're gonna have a Q&A with cast members, crew members, and we'll show some outtakes from the film. It's going to be a fun after party. Happy New Year. Thank you to everybody who joined us last night on the New Year show on the Vodacity Network. And
So good.
we're hidden away here on this secret channel that I never did anything with for years. And just to try and make this a private screening for all of you, because and if you are watching and you've got the link, you're all set up, you are someone who was a crowdfunder of the project, you made it happen, or you're a cast member, crew member, family of cast and crew, and they can't wait to share it with you. Thank you for everything you've done to make this happen. This started as just an idea that I had over a decade ago. I wanted to make a web series about a team of ghost hunters who suddenly lost a member of their team tragically, and to see how they would all deal with that loss and the grief. How would ghost hunters deal with a intimate loss? And that went through so many versions, so many iterations, and it went from a web series to a really dramatic movie to a fun popcorn movie, and that evolution took about 5 years, and then we did a table read of the first draft of what this is, and Dan Franklin read for Mark, and I read Leo, and we had so many amazing actors there, and some great people in the cast I'm sorry, in the audience that could give us some feedback, and they were like, "Dude, you need to make this story. It's gonna be super great." And so I made a couple of edits, and then we did another live thing, and then Dan was just like always believed in this project so much that when I consider every film project that I've worked on throughout the years as like a year of film school, because I never went to film school, but we just kind of pick up these skills as we go and we create things. And Dan was always he's like my brother from another creative mother. We work together so well on so many things, and he's just like, you got to make this movie. So I said, you know what? The only way we're going to make this movie is if you co-produce it with me, and if we can raise $50,000 on Kickstarter to make the movie. And I didn't think it could happen, but Dan was like, it can happen. You can do it. And we did it. Thanks
Yeah.
to you. Thanks to everyone who's here. Thank you, Dan Franklin, for it. Honestly,
Well, I remember we did that. We did that. You really wanted to make a movie, and you didn't think that Haunted Man was possible. You're like, I need to come up with another movie that would be cheaper that we can accomplish. And so you
yeah,
wrote The Dreamer,
the dreamer.
and we read that, and that's a really great film. And I was like, Paul, yes, you want to do The Dreamer, but you really, really want to do The Haunted Man, and
Yeah.
we can.
Yeah. And we hit the Kickstarters, and you guys all showed up in a huge way. And while it was just a super ginormous goal, $50,000 to make a movie on Kickstarter, huge goal, we did it. I just need to mention that for your consideration, what we were able to do with this movie was so much bigger than that $50,000 budget because of all of the people who put their hearts and their souls and their time, donated their time and their talents and everything to the film. I like to equate it to an average budget of a 2-hour Hallmark film, which I love. I love Hallmark movies. The average budget for a Hallmark movie is $2 million. And we made The Haunted Man for 52,000, which is just a fraction of what you could make a Hallmark movie for.
Is that after Kickstarter takes their cut?
No, that's before Kickstarter takes it.
Yeah. So really we made it for like what, 48, 47?
Yeah. That's very true. And all of the perks and stuff, which are all coming to you, the DVDs and the Blu-rays and the t-shirts and everything you guys pledged for, they're on their way. And thank you again for your patience. And I'm sure we'll talk about it afterward, but just everything that happened in my life after the Kickstarter started, and then after it closed, everything went crazy in my personal life. And I've said a bunch of times in Kickstarter emails to all of you, thank you for your patience. It's been how many years since we wrapped filming? 3 years?
3, I think. Yeah.
We wrapped in March of
3 years, 3 months.
March of 18? 17. March of 17 we wrapped. So,
oh, you're talking about not just the hotel. You're talking about the other stuff too.
we went back to the hotel to pick up some shots that we missed.
And you're including that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the main hotel was October 3 years ago.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
thank you all for your patience and thank you all for your support. We couldn't have done it without you, literally. And as sad as I am that we can't all be together in a room, we're in 146 households right now watching this, sharing this moment together. We'll be back at the end of the film to talk about more and answer any questions that you have in the YouTube chat after the movie. And you know, if you watch us on the weekends and you join us on the weekends, you know we love that YouTube chat. But during the film, please go ahead and turn that off and just enjoy the movie. Here we are. This is what so many years in the making. The Haunted Man. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan, thank you so much.
Paul, thank you so much.
Sam, behind the scenes, thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. Let's watch the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, it's The Haunted Man.
Yes.
And that was, obviously, as if anyone hasn't seen it, the famous Glen Tavern ghost ride that instantly made our duo global ghost hunting sensations.
Sensations.
Wow.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that sounds so fancy.
Celebrities.
No, definitely not.
Maybe at nerd conventions.
Rock stars.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, we love music, so.
How about just Mark and Leo?
In stereo.
That has a nice ring to it.
Yeah. Drop the beat.
Wop, wop, wop.
Other paranormal investigators have been critical of how you don't conduct your investigations in total darkness. Care to comment on that?
Yeah, we haven't found a single shred of evidence to support the theory that turning lights off actually increases paranormal activity.
Favorite moment, all time, not the Ghost Bride.
I gotta go with the soldier apparition. Christmas Eve.
Mark.
My wedding.
What?
She said favorite moment of all time.
It was pretty epic. The parts I remember.
You've been in demand at every paranormal site I can think of. Are there any locations that you haven't investigated yet that you'd like to?
The Queen Mary, for me.
Well, we stayed there. We kind of did our
Right,
own
but
thing.
to do like an actual formal hunt, it's invitational.
You haven't been invited yet?
Have you?
What, in your expert opinions, would you say is the #1 threat to the victim of a haunting?
Fear itself.
Hope.
Each day I think of only you. It's you who makes my dreams come true. The joy, the tears, the years will come and go. But through those years my love can only grow. The times we have to spend apart. The thought of you stays in my heart. You're there no matter where I go. All my life I lose to let you go.
Good morning, Mr. Chambers.
Elise,
Request for Beatrice? Chef's choice?
fine.
Assignments? If you wouldn't mind having a look, sir, I've created a few projections. In my opinion, we're currently operating a property that could stand to make at least 4
I
times.
don't need any more money.
Yesterday, I received 2 emails from wedding planners who would love to set up an appointment with you regarding.
No, thank you.
Right. Is there anything I can actually do for you today, sir?
I want to see her again.
And I wish I could make that happen for you, sir. Unfortunately, I am not capable of making her appear. It's just not possible.
Not possible. But it has already been done.
I do understand, but the thing is, nobody in Glen Oaks gives a shit about Oktoberfest. I'm sorry, excuse my passionate language. But sir, I'm confident that between my appointments and the festival next month, if we can just get one local chain to pick us up, we're good. All right, yes, okay. Right, I understand. Yes, sir. Good day. I said good day, sir!
You okay?
Hey, you know, living the dream. Bro, you'll never believe who tried to engage me in texturization last night.
You've got to try this.
Please tell me you weren't here all night.
I wasn't here all night. Emma?
No. What time did you get here?
7. Sophia?
Wow. Good guess. What time did you leave?
3.
Mark.
It's been a tough week.
Sorry, man.
What'd she say?
Oh, you know, she just tried to bait me into some bullshit banter. Hey, Leo, Siri tells me it's National Dunce Day. Thinking of you, LOL.
There's a national day for everything now. Don't let it get you down. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is good. Damn.
It's good enough to save your baby.
Never know.
You need to get out more.
I do?
The last 3 girls have been patrons.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I gotta find someone totally serious, like a lawyer or something.
Hello?
Wow, look at that. You visualize it?
God, I hope she's not a lawyer.
What do you think?
Oh,
Brutally honest.
thank you. I'm sorry. Please don't be offended. I have to drive. And
We're not trying to get you drunk. Just taste it.
yeah, honestly, I generally hate beer. I'm so sorry. I'm not somebody that you want feedback from, but I'm sure it's delicious.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Appreciate the honesty. How can we help you, Miss Parker?
I represent Jameson Chambers of Chambers Property Group.
New landlord?
No, no, not here. Mr. Chambers' properties are generally overseas, but last year when he was visiting the area, he acquired the Glen Tavern Inn. You recall the property?
Of course. The Ghost Bride video was our claim to fame in paranormal circles.
Historic landmark, across the tracks, a lot of limestone nearby.
Yes. Mr. Chambers greatly admires the work you accomplished on the property. And he would like to invite you to the inn for lunch to be his guests to discuss your experience.
All our findings are still on the website.
Yes, we have studied it extensively.
So then he is aware that we don't do that anymore.
Yes,
So he just wants to talk.
to my knowledge, yes. Do you recall your findings in researching your ghost bride?
Murdered on her wedding night, high caliber revolver in the bridal suite. Killer never found.
November 11th, 1971. Anniversary's coming up.
Yes. Impressive.
He has a thing with numbers.
I embrace it.
You see, gentlemen, the reason I'm here, your ghost bride, Mr. Chambers was her groom.
No shit. Takes you right back, doesn't it?
Gentlemen, welcome back to the Glen Tavern Inn.
you.
I will get you settled and let Mr. Chambers know you're here.
Okay, I'll meet you in there. I gotta hit the men's.
Oh, of course.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I get it. Good one. I appreciate that. Thank you. Maybe knock it off with this trick, though. We're in a serious drought. Oh, code 6 in the men's room.
Really?
Not what it sounds like. Oh, slow day, huh, Beatrice?
Yes, well, the inn hasn't had guests for several months now.
Why?
Mr. Chambers doesn't want any.
But there's a staff.
Cleaners come through once a week, and I'm here every morning to prepare the meals for Mr. Chambers and Miss Parker.
They live here?
Mr. Chambers requested Miss Parker move in to be available because he's made residence upstairs.
Room 307.
Yes.
The room the bride entered.
I was shocked when they requested service down here. Can't remember the last time the old hermit used the stairs.
Slight change in plans. We'll be enjoying lunch up in the bridal suite today. To preserve the historic status, previous owners never installed an elevator. With Mr. Chambers' knees, he's got some challenges.
Keeps in great shape.
Mr. Chambers, may I present Leo and Mark, the Phantom Seekers.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure, sir.
Come. In life, we are all searching. Happy people, unhappy people, we are all of us on a journey to find that next thing which will complete us. Inside, we are divided between the desires of the mind and the desires of the heart. Now, when we find someone with whom our mind shares a goal, we find new friends. To my new friends.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers.
It is rare, but when we find someone with whom our heart shares a goal, then we make good partners.
Partners.
You won't understand, Mr. Robles, but Mr. Crown will. That blow, the death of one's soulmate, is a pain that no man should ever have to endure.
How do you know
I've done some research of my own. The heart holds fast. We need something, a smell, a taste, something, anything to bring us back. Yeah. This is what brought me back to life.
Mr. Chambers, I'm happy that our work has somehow inspired you, but you gotta know we don't do that anymore.
But you can. You can, Mr. Robles. You are an entrepreneur, you understand. We are both struggling. There is a need, isn't there, Mr. Crown? When the world carousels mercilessly around you and your only desire is to have one more chance in a moment lost, you have the experience, the knowledge, the skill. You have the ability to bring Victoria back here again. You can deliver my dream, and I can deliver yours. Tell me, how much would it take to put you back in business?
Mr. Chambers, I know exactly how you feel. But there's no way to guarantee that even if we did another investigation, that any results we find will bring you peace.
Nothing is found if we don't look.
We have no gear.
What happened to it?
Sold it, it's gone.
To whom?
I don't know.
Do you have a name or?
Some kid starting a thing.
Their acronym was GOST. G-O-S-T.
I'll look into it.
200,000 in advance. This will help you. Probably for many years. All I ask in return is one weekend.
Mind if we take a quick walk?
By all means.
The money would fix stuff, of course, but dude, that's just stuff. It's not worth it to me to put you back in a situation where you...
Come on. I'm good.
Not what you said this morning.
Yeah, I miss her. I'm allowed to miss her, right?
Of course.
This Chambers is lost. He's grasping. He needs our help.
I don't know, man. Something about it just does not feel right.
Too good to be true?
Maybe.
It's a gift from the universe, man. Just say thank you.
Sorry to interrupt. Mr. Chambers wanted me to thank you for taking the time today. He was very impressed with you in the room. And after further consideration, he'd like to double his offer.
Thank you.
We'll need someplace pretty central to set up our base camp.
Of course, I will show you to room 102.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's right off the lobby, and it has its own access door to the front porch. It's just this one right here.
That's perfect for base camp. This place is so cool. You know, it's better than cool. I can't even... Oh, this is a cool light.
If you want to take a look, I think
I'll take a look.
this will work.
Wow.
Pretty kick-ass, right?
Yeah. It's very active.
Positive impression?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh. Okay. Damn.
I don't remember having this much stuff.
Yeah, we didn't.
Hello? Welcome back.
Oh, here's some familiar faces.
Oh, yes, sorry. This is the Glen Oaks Supernatural Troupe.
Yes. Good to see you again. Leo.
Oh, of course, Natalie, and you remember my husband, Peter.
Hi.
Great to see you again.
Too.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us along. This is seriously a dream come true for us.
Well, I'm happy you could join us. Oh, and this is Mark. Sorry.
Hi.
Thanks. Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, it's great to meet you. We're really big friends. Fans. I meant to say fans, of course. Why would I be your friend? I've just met you. Not that I don't want to be your friend. I mean, I would
Okay,
love to
honey.
develop a relationship where we could one day be... Okay. Yeah.
It's an honor to work with both
That's...
of you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, this is my sister Rose.
She's a hugger.
Rosie, that's probably good. Yeah, okay.
We needed that.
Hey. Leo.
Great to meet you.
Likewise. Well, hey, good thing we're not on a ship, huh? Leo, Rose.
Gentlemen, here are your room keys. If you need to relocate for any reason, it's not a problem. Oh, and I apologize for the infuriating lack of cell phone service in the area. It is the actual worst. But the Wi-Fi works right in the building, and if you need to make a call, there's a landline.
I mean, I thought that joke was pretty funny.
Let's get to work.
Okay.
Obviously, we're gonna want to get IRs at the end of each hallway.
Yeah, maybe splitting the middle as well.
You have enough?
Hell yeah, man.
Nat.
Yeah, we're gonna want to put some heat on that room as well.
Oh. Okay.
These old guys still functional?
Oh, yeah, much more reliable than the crap they make nowadays. I mean, smart gadgets are cool and sexy, but there's a lot to be said for sticking with the basics. Well, please be very careful with that. That's important.
Hello, you.
Wait, you know what that is?
My L phone. I designed this device to catch languages and speech patterns. Not from physical vocal cords, but to translate energy patterns from within the environment.
You designed that?
Ugliest paperweight ever.
No, Mr. Crown, that is the most brilliant device I have ever stumbled across in all my years of paranormal research.
You got it to work?
Yes! Oh.
So is she any good?
Yeah. Best I know. And I've known many. Very many.
I didn't know.
Well, yeah, we don't advertise it. You know, people hear the word medium and all they want to do is a seance, so.
I blame TV.
Plus, she is insanely selective with her gift. She only comes if she thinks she can really help someone, so lucky.
Really?
Yeah. Normally our team is a dozen strong, but when we have her, they all get the night off.
It's a cool hat.
Oh. Yeah, did you want to wear it?
When I first took inventory of the gear you guys sold us, I found that thing, and I'm thinking, what the heck is this? I couldn't figure out how to get it to work, but I ended up calling Leo, but he shot me down, said he didn't know anything about it. But I left it out on the workstation thinking, I might get inspired one day and try to figure out how to get it to work. And so what, like 2 years go by, and it's still sitting there. Now, you ever seen one of these? It's a power mat. It wirelessly charges your electronics. Fancy new age tech. I was able to get my hands on it. Anyway, I got it last week. I had it out on the workstation next to that, and that thing starts talking.
Talking?
Yeah.
You mean,
Well,
like
it was nothing big. I mean, it was, a few words here, a sentence there, like a radio trying to find its signal. What did you say it was called?
The L phone? Do me a favor. Don't mention this to Leo until I have a chance to check it out.
Of course.
Come to me, Victoria.
Why do I have to click home twice?
Top off?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay, buzz me when you're set. I love you.
Mr. Crown?
It's Mark, and I'm good.
Probably smart not to actually top me off, though.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I think 3 drops is standard.
Okay. Just tell me when, because I might burn you.
Oh, no, thank you. Maybe for Miss Parker.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm good. I'll be safely tucked away in my room watching a Lifetime movie.
Come on. You could be my partner.
Not tonight.
Can we start?
Oh, sure. Roll, babe.
All right, we are the Phantom Seekers / Glen Oak Supernatural Troupe. Night 1 of a 3-night investigation of the Glen Tavern in Leo. Report.
Victoria Brooks married J.P. Chambers at 5:30 p.m. November 11th, 1971. Approximately 4 hours later, Brooks, now Chambers, was murdered in the 3rd floor bridal suite while the reception continued downstairs. There were no witnesses. A few arrests were made, but no convictions.
All right, Rose, initial impressions.
Mostly positive. There's some confusion, some young spirits here, pranksters. I feel like they're the only real permanents. Mostly the activity's just passing through.
Keep in mind Chambers is in 307. We've got a lease in 108. We're allowed access to their rooms, but give them a ring on the house line first.
I'd like some quiet time in the bridal suite.
I'm gonna be in 206, drilling for EVPs.
Great. Do you want to do an EVP scan of each floor?
Sure.
It's okay. Let's catch us a bride.
I join you in a spirit of love, and I wish you no harm. Please share with me what you feel. I am open to hear you, and I want to help.
And it all happened here.
And both times he came back, it was Christmas Eve.
We extend a big thanks to those who made it possible. We'll be back right after.
It's just a shitty radio.
If anyone is here, show yourself. Say something. Were you wronged in some way?
You trying to catch a fish with a bear trap?
Was that for me?
Yeah, this isn't a regular hunt, right? Our target is very specific.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right.
I hear your wedding dress was beautiful, Victoria. Would you show it to us?
We'd love to see that beautiful dress. Will you show us? Will you
Appear for us, Victoria. We'd love to see it up close.
Come on, girlie. What did your dress look like before it was covered with blood? Holy
shit.
Whoa.
Whoa, that was so intense.
What happened? Are you okay?
Yeah, the picture just flew off the wall.
Oh, fudge. Should I get a broom?
Oh, no, we're good. We'll do it later, but how are things?
Well, good, except the bridal camera's out. I was gonna fix it, but I forgot Rose is in there. I better not disturb her.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Okay, I'm going back. I love you.
Love you.
You stay safe.
Yeah. Okay.
Did he say fudge?
Victoria, honey, we're here for you. To listen to you. You can talk to
me. 3.5. 4.7. Okay, we're 5. Still climbing. 5.8. 4.4. 3.2.
Okay, hold up. Something on this floor.
Yep, okay. Back to a 5. 6.8.
That doomsday prepper's got something right. Preparation. And mental opportunity.
Just watch the video and look that. Watch the video. Look that. Draw a circle. It's a key. Watch, it's a key. Watch, it's a key.
How's it going in there, Marky Mark?
Holy shit. Don't call me that. Ever. Don't ever call me that.
Sorry. How's it going in there, my respectable friend? Colleague.
It's interesting. It seems to be acting more like a spirit box, scanning radio frequencies.
Yes, a spirit box, exactly.
That's what I thought. Okay, but get this, okay? I was logging all the entries, and every time that I would bring the EMF...
Oh, come on in.
Increasing to an 8.
Source locating, man. Sorry if we interrupted.
It's working, Leo.
Working. Working?
Increasing to a 9. Oh. It's this thing.
What's that?
It's a wireless power charger. I'm sorry, it's the first time we've used it on an investigation.
Peter says it brought this to life. We don't know how or to what extent yet, but yeah, it's working. Might just be static or...
Successful. That's the theory, anyway. Sorry if I was rambling.
Peter, did we get that on camera?
4.6. The electromagnetic field ranges from 3 to 5 over 5 solid minutes. We know you're here, but what are you? Residue? Victoria? No, not Victoria. You're watching me. Are you afraid? Confused? Talk to me.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I do it. Oh, my God.
Play it again.
Sounds like things are going well. You don't seem too thrilled. Maybe I don't want to know.
Living here doesn't bother you?
With the spooky stuff? No. Just don't really think about it, you know? I mean, it's just energy, right?
It's a great way to look at it.
Well, I believe that we all attract the energies we want.
No, thanks.
Well, I have more. I mean, trust me.
Maybe after that? Investigative integrity.
Oh, okay. I'm not trying to get you drunk. Just taste it. It's a blend. Cabernet and Syrah.
Ever just keep it simple?
Sometimes I like things better together.
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. I am a big, big fan.
There you are.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I was just on my way down and I ran into the kids on the stairs. They're asking about you.
Me.
They like you and they want to play.
Wanna go play with some kids?
Ghost kids? No, thank you.
They're harmless, trust me.
It'll be fun. Bring your wine.
I think they're in here. Hey, kiddos. Come meet my friends, Mr. Leo and Miss Elise.
Hey guys. You my friends from the bathroom? Heard you wanted to hang. Say hi.
How many are there?
2, a boy and a girl. They keep saying brothers, but I'm sure it's a boy and a girl.
Oh, you're tricksters, huh? I like. Whoa. Whoa, cold spot. Hello. Oh, wow. Feel this right here. Feel this.
Oh my God.
Haven't you felt that before?
Goosebumps, right?
You probably just didn't know what it was.
Watch. Now you'll feel it all the time. That was lame. Hey, guys, you want to play a game?
Oh, they're excited.
This is my flashlight. It's very special. It has a pressure switch on the back that'll turn it on or off, just the slightest bit of pressure. You think you can do it? I bet you can. I have faith in you. Oh, see? Did you get that?
Yeah.
I knew you could. Wow, you guys are good. Okay. It's like a club up in here. Nice. Oh, okay. All right. So, now you're just showing off. Ever? I mean, not even in Vegas?
Let it go.
Oh, I'll never let go, Rose. Come on, seriously, you don't get the Titanic thing at all.
It's before my time.
Not the actual ship, the movie.
Yeah, before my time.
Come on, that was like 97.
I was born in 97.
What? No, you've got to be at least...
18.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'll see you in the morning.
Good night, Leo.
If I don't pass away in the night of natural causes. Because apparently, freaking old. Mm. Hey, bud.
Hey.
Everyone's wrapped for the night.
Okay.
Let's have a chat tomorrow, okay?
Cool.
Get some sleep tonight.
I will.
Who is it? Who is it? Hello? Victoria? Victoria, honey, we're here for you. We're here to help you. Talk to me. Talk to me, girl. Why are you so sad? Show yourself. Who is it?
Oh, it's Nat. Hey, I'm so sorry. I know it's late. I was just hoping we could chat a minute.
Oh. Yeah, of course.
You okay?
You want to grab a drink?
Would anywhere be open?
I know a spot. So,
I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page. Tonight was the most action we've ever had. Thanks. And You know, we don't know what's in here. We don't know the potential. Look, I know you're running the show. We're here to help you. But if shit hits the fan, I'm calling the shots for my team. If you're not okay with that, then we're out.
You don't trust me.
I don't know you.
I make you nervous.
No.
Your team follows you. No questions asked.
Thank you.
Drinking or what?
Waiting for you.
Cheers.
Just watch the video and mark that. Watch the video, mark that. The video, mark.
Watch the video, Mark.
Oh, shit.
Them doomsday preppers got something right. Preparation. When met with opportunity.
Just watch the video and mark that. Watch the video, mark that. You get a blueprint.
What?
Just watch the video and mark that. Watch the video, mark that. You get a blueprint, a design. Draw a circle. It's a key.
Blueprint. Draw a circle. It's the key.
Oh my God, what?
Come to Chambers' room, ASAP.
Just watch the video and mark that. Watch the video, mark that. You get a blueprint.
Wow.
Right? It absolutely has to be an intelligent haunting. She tells me to watch the video. Watch the video, Mark. And I do, and there she is, an orb on camera as she says it.
How do we know this is Victoria?
Well, I mean, we don't know who it is yet, but we will be working to explore the capabilities of this new device.
Any pictures of her?
We still need to comb through all the video and audio and see if we got anything unprompted, like we did the first time.
Yeah, we had a lot of cameras rolling, so there's a lot to go through.
Yes, and today I'm going to be working to increase the output for tonight.
How? It's a great question.
I noticed that everything that happened last night, the frame, the door slam, the flashlight, the orb, they were all in the same general area of the hotel. And right in the middle of this area was a device we've never used before, a wireless power charging mat, which essentially is just feeding electromagnetic energy into the air.
So you think that the power mat was creating the ghosts?
No, assisting them.
Yeah, spirits use electromagnetic energy to manifest themselves on our plane. It's why batteries drain faster in haunted spaces. It's why we measure EMF levels in rooms. That form of energy helps them reach through the veil to manipulate things on our side.
It gives them power.
Yes. And I think I can give them more.
That was just a special pre-trial order thing from Japan. To get more would take at least a couple of weeks.
Japan.
Yeah.
So we got to figure something out.
Well, if I had all my gear with me, we could figure something out. But I didn't know we were taking things this far. We'd have to go all the way back for it. And half of it's at my mom's, and she doesn't like it when I bring friends over, so that can't happen. If you're serious, you really want to go back for it? Now? Should I go get my shoes? You want me to get my shoes? I'll go get my shoes. He wants me to get my shoes. I'm going to get my shoes. This is going to be good.
Hello? Who's there? Yeah, I heard you. Show yourself. You got my attention. You want me to get out? You're gonna have to say it a little louder than that. You hear, bro? Show me. Talk to me again, buddy. Come on.
Show yourself.
I'm not afraid of you. I invite you to touch me, pinch me, scratch me. I dare ya. You're a coward. Hey!
What happened?
Oh my God. You scared the shit out of me.
Sorry. What happened?
Just chasing a shadow.
You saw it. In daylight. With your eyes.
Yes.
And up there?
A voice.
Saying,
Get out.
male. Just how sensitive are you?
Most of my exes would tell you I'm a heartless prick, but
Be honest.
I cried at the end of Serendipity once. Not at the end, but when
Stop
she
deflecting.
Oh, you mean like you? No. Oh, no, I'm not. No. But where are you going?
To find your shadow.
Hey, don't tell anyone about Serendipity.
I'm just saying that these stores should have departments for paranormal investigators. I mean, imagine being able to get quality dowsing rods. Now, DAT, or DAT, is a decision augmentation theory. It's an attempt to preconceptualize PK as a precognition-based
Are you comfortable with that? Are you
uncomfortable with that?
You know, I think so. He's always idolized.
To the memories.
Memories. You know, I've visited my wedding venue several times since. But it must be so surreal living here.
The lobby was filled with music, dancing, laughter. The perfect reception to end the perfect day. She simply came in here to freshen up and your wife. What was her name?
Lauren.
Did you get to say goodbye?
On her way out the door, and she went to work. But no. I thought she was coming back.
You remember everything about your last moments with her? You remember everything, right down to all the things you should have said and all the things you should have done. You know you can't change the past, and yet you'd give anything in this world for a chance.
No, thank you.
Thank you. Mind if I join you tonight?
Of course not.
I got you.
Thanks.
So, nothing today, Rose?
Nothing specific. It's kind of like a crowded terminal in here, and it's really hard to focus.
That might be the limestone.
I think so. It's kind of like trying to watch TV and someone keeps changing the channel.
The kids?
I couldn't find them.
Oh, I found something in that department. Timothy and Kimberly Kane, twins, age 3. Back in 47, the hotel had a pool in the back.
Drowned.
That's so sad.
Wow. Okay, guys. Power mat's set up in 206 again. We've set up an amp that's going to allow us to change how much power goes into it, hoping to see a relative increase in what comes out.
We're not sure how much power we can give it without frying it.
And we can't risk doing that. So we're going to monitor it all night as we slowly increase the feed.
Of course, if the EMF levels start to affect you in any way at any time, just speak the safe word into your radio and we'll shut it down.
Which is?
SOS.
Creative.
Oh, thanks.
Clear. And we're going to need clarity tonight. Let's roll. All right, night 2 of our investigation into the Glen Tavern Inn. Step off check.
All right, tech check complete. Rose, feelings?
Uneasy, but I'm not sure if it's because I'm nervous or there's a real dissonance here. Cautious?
Tomorrow night is the anniversary of Victoria's murder and the anniversary of our video. But let's really try to focus on drawing her out tonight.
I want to see if I can try connecting with the kids again. I feel like they'll be able to help us somehow.
You want company?
Sure.
I'll start on the 3rd floor with a thermal. We can do a general scan and check for any temp anomalies.
Great.
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 Be advised the L phone is activated. Starting amp at level 10.
Roger that. Thank you. 10.
All right. Look at you. Big bad ghost hunter now, huh?
Well, last night was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of scary, though. All that SOS talk.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's just high electromagnetic levels can really mess with the iron in your blood.
Sounds dangerous.
It can be.
You've got to be afraid of something, right?
I've been told I'm afraid of commitment.
Okay. Victoria, if you are here, please let us know.
Okay, look at this.
Say something. We want to hear from you.
And she's got skills.
I watched your video. For an assignment.
Right.
Whatever.
All right, kiddos. Where are you? We want to play.
Where were they last time?
They were down the hall. Kimberly. Timothy. This way. Come on, friends. It's just us. Hey.
You said they like games?
Yeah, they love games. We're ready to play a game.
Hide and seek, maybe?
Yeah, they like light things. Hey! They just ran over here. Come out, wherever you are.
What's happening? What's going on?
They're gone.
Are they hiding?
Just gone.
On the internet. All the ghost sites. They say you were the best.
Do they?
You know. Why'd you stop? Did you just stop loving the hunt?
No. It was just time to move on. When you're focused on the past, you miss everything that matters. So, favorite color?
Pink.
Breed of dog?
Golden Retriever.
Food?
Carbs.
Keep listening, folks. Parties on opposite sides of the issue. Voters might opt to stay away. This split doesn't help anyone.
Turning up to 20.
Thank you, 20.
Hey guys, we got a wall pound.
How many?
3. It was gnarly, you didn't hear it?
Leo.
Oh, dang it.
You okay, brother?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just... Oh. Hello? Hey, brother? Oh, fudge.
Hey,
Hey, what's up?
have you heard any kids' voices on that thing tonight?
I'm not sure.
Who's in the bridal suite?
Peter, who's in the bridal suite?
It's empty.
No, it isn't. Kiddos. Tim? Kim? Oh, shit. Are you okay? Yeah. It's just a shift. Energy.
Be advised, amp is turned up to 30.
Hey, don't mess around.
Thank you, 30.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Hey, Mark, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Don't turn that thing up again without warning us first.
Okay, I'll advise.
Is everybody okay? Nat?
Rose is in the bridal suite. I've got her.
I join you in a spirit of love, and I wish you no harm. Please share with me what you're feeling. I am open to hear you, and I want to help. Oh, hello.
You may never find a deal like this again.
Yeehaw! It's time to ride that bull. Grab it.
When you take a step back to really examine.
It's a home run to center field.
This is a very important time for the legends to step up.
And Clayton Suckhand is offered here tonight.
Those figures were too big to be creatures passing through.
Agreed.
Nothing.
Mm-mm.
Wow. I bet it would be beautiful, all decked out for a wedding.
Yeah. Hopefully we get to see it someday.
You'll have to send me pictures.
Would you mind tightening the little strap on my vest? I'm just swimming in it with all the gear and it's a little strap. Thanks.
That's a beautiful place. Beautiful property.
My room's so quiet.
How's that?
Oh, it's a little better. Can you go tighter, or is it?
You sure? I don't want you to pass out on me.
Wouldn't be so bad. Scared.
Terrifying.
What's going on?
I have no idea.
What do you see? He's got some scratches.
Guys, I think I'm a little dizzy. Honey, SOS.
Just 2 more deep breaths, baby. Yep. Yep, that's right. Get that oxygen flowing.
You're a lucky man, Pete.
Yeah, I was such a klutz growing up that my mom, she told me I should marry a doctor or a monkey trainer, so.
So we married a veterinarian.
Yeah. Thanks.
Hey guys, the power mat is unplugged and offline. This is the amp, and we will not use it again unless we all agree to it.
Thank you.
How you doing, man?
A headache, but I'm good.
May I?
Oh, fudge. Oh, no.
I've had worse.
When? Rose, what did you see in the lobby?
There was a man. He was in a tuxedo and he did not want us here.
Did we get it all?
Multiple cameras?
Yeah, it should be there.
Audio too?
Yeah. You know what? Let's call it a night. Throw some stationaries on sticks and we'll just debrief over breakfast. How's that sound?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put the cameras up before I go to bed. Yeah, and if you need anything else, I have extra ice pack or ibuprofen. That's actually great. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Man, you want to watch some footage?
No.
Come on. Feel like old times.
Hey.
I met someone earlier upstairs. She was a sweetheart. She's watching over her husband.
What? That's awesome. Were you able to get any video or?
It wasn't Victoria. No one knows you have it.
I don't have it. I don't know what you think, but you're wrong. He says to the psychic.
You can feel her around him sometimes, and you haven't told him?
I saw what. I watched him. I lost a lot growing up. I know how hope can get you stuck.
You can help him.
I don't know what to say. I guess I always just felt like, in my gut, he'd be better off long term if he found his peace on his own.
Well, The best any of us can do is to trust our feelings.
I love you, man.
Love you too, bud.
Here we go. It's okay. All right, just try and breathe. We'll be down in a minute.
You don't actually think we should continue after last night? What happened to her and me?
We were hired for the weekend. 3 nights.
I understand that we were hired, but we...
But nothing.
No.
We're leaving.
No.
Excuse me?
Look, do what you need to with her, but call some subs or something. Tonight's the anniversary. Chambers hired us for a job, and we're gonna do it. Leo.
Your call.
Sorry.
Look, I'm sorry. Maybe we can come back once things calm down.
Don't worry. Don't. You take care of her. We'll figure it out.
Thank you.
You're right. We'll be more focused without them. Do you think Mr. Chambers would be all right if the 3 of us finished the hunt?
I will certainly inquire.
Cool.
Something obviously wants us out.
Wanted her out.
This was an attack, Mark. Rose was
threatened, and now she's gone.
You were attacked.
That was... whatever. No, nobody's bleeding. Would you excuse us for a second?
Of course.
No. If this is about the job, she should be here.
Would you please excuse us for a second? Would you please stop? Stop running.
Excuse me?
What are you so afraid to find?
There is nothing to find, Mark. You know that. I'm not running. We are in circles.
No, we're closer than we've ever been in our entire careers.
Listen.
Wait, there's more activity than ever. We have a functional L phone that is...
Listen, we've had this conversation, this exact conversation before, and you promised me we'd never have it again.
You're right. But now we have a power mat.
Lauren is dead, Mark. The power mat won't change that. And I've tried everything There is nothing that could bring her back. I love you, man, but I can't keep doing this.
Gone?
Yes. A very necessary hiatus. 2 were attacked overnight.
By?
Unknown forces. They will examine their evidence, regroup, and return to complete the investigation when they're ready.
Thank you, Elise.
Lauren, just talk to me.
God damn it, talk to me!
I'm sorry. Just talk to me. Come on. I'm here. It's okay. You can talk to me. What is it?
Lauren? What is it?
Not groom.
I'm terribly sorry to wake you, Elise. I need your help.
Why didn't you call?
Oh, the bloody phone is out.
Where's your cane?
Well, that's just it. It's broken. I have a crutch in my closet, but it's out of reach. Please, I need your help.
Yes. Sorry, yes.
Hey, dude.
I think Elise is in trouble.
What happened?
I was listening to the elf phone and it just started saying, not groom, not groom.
What does it mean?
It must have taken you forever to get down here.
Yes, well, I knew, that if I could just make it to you, it would be all right and you would help me.
The hotel's phone is disconnected.
Should we call the police?
What would we say? I called Peter first because they're closer. They'll probably beat you there.
Doubt it.
You didn't have to put yourself through this, sir. You could have waited till morning.
No. When she comes tonight, I must be ready.
All right, here we go. Careful.
The aggressive spirit was wearing a tuxedo. It's possible that the elf one was referring to him in some way.
Okay, who's closest?
I'm 5 away.
He's closest, yeah.
Okay.
Honey, it's not gonna do at least any good if you kill us before
you didn't
we
want
get
to
there.
drive.
I'm regretting that now.
Thank you, my dear.
You're welcome. Yes. Now, where is this? Crutch?
Take it down. Put it on, please.
Mr. Chambers.
Do please hurry, my dear. Oh, you are magnificent, Victoria.
Elise.
Victoria's last moments were filled with wrong answers. Ever since then, I have wished that she had a second chance.
camera still hooked in?
Yeah, we didn't strike anything.
How long till we have eyes?
I gotta boot this up. A minute, maybe 2.
This evening can go as it was meant to be, or as it did. Make your choice, Victoria.
As it was meant to be, Jameson.
Okay, let's go then.
She's not in her room.
Okay, we got eyes up.
Wait, is that them? Oh, yep, they're in the bridal suite.
Okay, hold on.
Fuck! I'm sorry, the thing's out. Damn it.
Get on a radio, channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
No, I'm coming with you.
No, you guys stay here.
No, don't fight me on this. I will kick your ass.
I've arranged something very special for you tonight, Victoria. Tell me, you really shouldn't have.
You really shouldn't have.
Yeah, well, I did. Oh, yes, I did. Indeed, I did. Et voila. Yeah, you recognize it? No, see, you ordered this on our date. Remember?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. You are such a tease.
Delicious, yes?
Yes.
Every taste brings me back. Our date was the happiest night of my life.
This is great.
I'm so in love with you. Obsessed.
And I love you, Jameson.
Well, yeah, you could have. Yeah, you could have loved me. But then you met him.
Him?
Jonathan. I mean, I never blamed you. He always was the favorite. Mother, father. Then you? When lost love is out of sight, then a broken heart can heal, but when your soulmate is paraded in front of you by your own brother, it should have been me. You were supposed to love me. You were mine first.
I'm sorry. It was all a mistake.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's no matter. Tonight we're correcting all our mistakes. Correcting all our mistakes. No more mistakes. Everything is going to be just. Please. Yeah. It's. Oh. Get onto bed. What? Come on.
Fire up the amp.
What's going on?
Just hurry.
Tell me that you love me, Victoria.
I love you, Jameson.
And tell me again that this wedding was a mistake.
It absolutely was. I see it now. I should have never married your brother. We belong together. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's get out of here.
Huh?
Let's run away together.
Patience, my love. Soon. Kids. Do you want to be with me?
Yes,
Always?
always.
Okay, the amp is hot.
Crank it up.
Kiss me, Victoria. Oh. Enough. Lay down.
It's working.
He's in.
Give it more. Ah! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ease up, bring it down.
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
Tell me that you want me.
I want you.
We are soulmates.
We are soulmates, Jameson.
Tell me that you want to die with me.
Wouldn't our love be better?
We should pass through the veil hand in hand together. Tell me that. Tell me you want to die with me.
I
What do you want, Victoria?
Wait.
Whoa! Shit! Oh, hold on, please, don't shoot. Listen, just listen to me. Listen to me. You're confused. We're here to help you, remember? Let's all just relax. We're here to help you. We're here to help you.
Call the police.
No, you should.
No, baby, please. Just
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
Thank you. Give it more. Do it.
They're all against us still, Victoria. Oh. Quickly, before we lose the moment. Say the words. No. Stop it. Stop it! Stop
You okay, brother?
Is that? Victoria. Victoria? Oh. Victoria. No. No! Where is she? Victoria, wait! Victoria!
Is he...
He's no longer a threat.
Your bride's here.
in the bridal suite?
No, your bride is here.
What?
To say goodbye.
Hey, honey bear.
Baby?
I'm so proud of you for all the work that you've done. But it's time for you to live again.
I miss you so much.
But I'm with you. Always. Every day. And baby, every moment that you have here is a gift. So please, accept it. Promise me, Bear. Live your life. Love. Share love again. Please, Bear, promise.
I promise.
We'll be together again. Rainbow Bridge, remember?
Okay.
I love you. Goodbye.
No. Baby, stay. Baby. Lord. Baby. Baby. Oh, come on. Come back. Come on. No, I can't. Baby.
She's gone.
He couldn't have her, so he killed her and ran.
He tried to reset his life, but the sadness followed him.
It looks like his brother passed away a couple of years ago.
Maybe that's why I came back.
Coming out.
Thank you for coming back for me.
Hero fail, huh?
Perfect.
Sorry, miss. We gotta get going. Can she come too? She's my girlfriend.
That only works in the movies, pal.
Come by tomorrow. Try a beer.
I'll bring wine. Careful.
I love you.
Okay, yeah.
That was too soon.
I mean,
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. It's
That was-
medication.
Can you
That's
forget
fine.
I said that?
Yeah, that's okay. That's fine. Just careful with the stairs, though. Just.
Bye,
Okay,
guys.
you too.
Hey, she's definitely not a patron. Thank you all You guys are amazing.
You know, we're always looking for new members. Just something to keep in mind.
My hunting days are over. For good this time.
Excuse me, folks. My detective's gonna want to see the videos from all these cameras.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I think the whole world's gonna want to see those videos.
Holy fudge, are we going viral? We're going viral. Tell me we're going viral.
Peter.
You said we're going viral.
Okay, I'm worried about this fudge.
Each day I think of only you. It's you who makes my dreams come true. The joy, the tears, the years will come and go. But through those years my love can only grow. The times we have to spend apart. The thought of you stays in my heart. You're there no matter where I go. All my life I'll use to let you know. All my life I'll use to let
I still like their first album the best.
You just like the bagpipes.
This is true.
Got a thing for those bagpipes.
You know my soul.
Gentlemen, my name is Amy Frank, and I represent the Queen Mary.
Dude.
Well. There you go. Dan Franklin, congratulations. Paul Carganilla, congratulations, man. That
Paul,
was
wherever
it.
you are. We scared Paul away.
Well, that's it. Sometimes that happens with artists, right? When they see their stuff. Oh, hey, buddy. Glad you joined us.
I'm sitting here talking to you guys, and I'm nowhere to be found. I've never done this Zoom thing before. I've never done the Zoom thing before.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. You just saw the premiere of The Haunted Man. I'm Kevin Gregg here with these two gentlemen, Dan Franklin, Paul Carganilla. Congratulations on all of your hard work. Give yourselves a round of applause. If you're in the YouTube comments now, producer Craig's been doing a very good job of making sure that there wasn't rambunctious. You know, you wouldn't do it in a movie theater, right? If you're in a movie theater, you wouldn't be, oh my gosh, isn't that fantastic, right?
Right. We stopped.
Who's that? Who's that guy? What did
for
he
a
say?
second and talk about what? No.
That's it.
Is Tom Cruise in this?
Right, that's it. Well, we're going to have you on in just a few seconds. If you're watching this and listening to this, and if you're part of the cast and crew, you got that link. You can join us here on the Zoom link so we can have you as part of the Q&A. I'm going to start out with you two guys. Hey, Dan, Paul, how do you feel after seeing the film, man?
It's incredible. And I just want to say, before we get any deeper into this,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Kevin Gregg. He is a co-host on the Your Creative Journey podcast. Thank you, everybody, for streaming this over the 135 households who watched throughout across the world. In this year of pandemic, this crazy year, this is I mean, if there's a way to do it, this is the way to do it, I guess. But thank you, Kevin. Thank you for your question. And we've got so many other members of the cast and crew just jumping into the stream tonight after hopefully watching or just experiencing what this new thing of premiering is. And Kevin, your question was amazing, and I'll just pass it along to Dan first. Dan, how do you feel?
You know, it's very much like having a baby. You know, but it just had a 3-year labor. Although I think Danny, who's muted, might disagree.
I might.
He's in now.
Just a little bit.
But
just
she's had
go on. Answer
actual baby existence. So
right.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So it must be, I mean, it must feel pretty awesome just like that, like once getting through all of this. And we'll get to that at the end of this, because I definitely want to ask you guys. I always look at any situation that we look at, like, what's the learning experience that you had? So believe me, I know that you guys have had a lot of that. Pretty neat. You've sat here for the last 2 hours getting to watch this thing. What are your first takeaways from it for yourself, as you you actually have your backers and people watching it?
Hi,
hello, Everly.
Everly's here. She's gonna say hello, and then we'll answer Kevin's question. Sorry,
you said cast and crew jump on in, and I'm cast. So
oh yeah. So how old were you when you were in this movie?
3.
And yeah, so now you're how old?
6.
So that's how long of a journey it's been.
3 years.
What was your experience like working on this movie?
It was my first movie.
Yeah. And you've maybe done 1 or 2 since.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's it.
More.
It served as a springboard for you, Everly. Would you say, Everly, would you say that you learned everything that you could from acting by doing this movie?
Kevin wants to know if this movie taught you everything you need to know for acting.
I think so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She's gonna go far.
What a perfect answer.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, babe. I love you.
Everly, good to see you.
And yes, see you soon.
But to answer your question, Kevin, for me, it's myriad emotions. It's a combination of little moments where I'm like, I love that, we nailed that. And then there's also the, oh, we should have done this, oh, we could have done this. And you know, just when you're the person that's sort of, you know, on top looking down at the earth, you see everything, you know. So you've got all those.
Right. It's a whole bunch, right? It's a brand new experience, especially being on that side. What were you going to say, Paul?
I was just going to say, like, I know, like, because we've talked about this on the podcast, like, everything you would do differently in hindsight. And for me, it was just like, it was all of the production, the post-production. It was like this project was so like crazy in that we had how much of the movie takes place in the hotel. We had 5 nights and 6 days to shoot this movie in the hotel. And so we had like 2 crews working.
Sometimes 3.
Sometimes 3. There was a third one born out of the necessity of having a third one born. We went back for like a day or 2, like later, months later. But the amount of production, scheduling, pre-planning couldn't even be like equated to what it needed to take. Yeah. So if I were to answer your question, to take away anything from this learning experience, it would be the amount of production involved in creating a feature film.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Let me do this while I got these guys right here, because I have to comment on this, because I just saw the film today. Danny, let's get you to unmute your video as well. You know, there's a saying that they have for actors, which is just like, if you're able to do like comedy really well, you can do drama very well. I will have to tell you, after seeing this film today, I've got a brand new theory, which is if you are a musician and a singer, you can also nail it with drama. And I have to give those props out to Dan, to Danny, to Stephanie. You guys have consistently. I'm just gonna shower you guys with compliments. So deal with it, okay? But here's the thing. I'll have to say, particularly, I'm going to go around the horn in terms of performances here for a second. But I just want to say, with the three of you, especially knowing the musical backgrounds that you have and the singing backgrounds. And I have to say, so well done seeing all of you as you've continued to grow as performers. What an incredible opportunity that you guys have been presented with over the last several years when you've been working on different projects with Paul. It is such a pleasure to see all of the work that you guys have done dramatically. Just kudos. Okay. So I guess it's not even really a question. It's really a thing of just like, there you go, there you go, there you go. Let's go around the horn with you three for just a second. How is it? And not to say that you're strangers to performance, because you're not, right? Especially when you're out there and singing and having to do, anything that's musical, there's already a version of performance that's in it. Were there challenges for you guys dramatically working on this as actors? Any of you can answer. Danny, let's start with you.
Sure. Well, I think Paul just said the thing about the schedule. I think that honestly, that was probably the hardest thing, to just really get enough sleep and the stamina to work all day, and being on a movie set or a film set of any kind. I don't have that much experience doing it, but from my limited experience, it's a whole lot of hurry up and wait. You get this shot and then you got to wait, an hour for everything to get figured out for the next shot. And then that next shot might only be like 3 seconds of film, but it took an hour to set up and that kind of thing. As far as my character, it was fun. She's like kind of a more badass version of what I
love it. She's such a kick. She is. She's a kick-ass girl. Just like, come on, we're doing this. Let's go, right?
Yeah. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I was roommates with Stephanie, so I got to watch her put on lashes and do her hair every morning, which isn't like totally out of the ordinary to be real. But oh, come on, your hair looks good right now. How much Natalie and how much Elise is going on right now?
This is the dirtier the better. It's literally day 4 of dry shampoo, and like the longer I go without washing it, so I smell like old milk, but it looks fine on camera. So
you nailed it.
I love it.
Yeah, that's my answer. It was a lot.
Danny, there's so much there's so much fun depth that your character brings out, and so much as I was just watching it with Sarah and commenting, there's so much subtlety. Like I love your reaction after Paul says, "Did he say fudge?"
Yeah.
And you're just the way you just like your face just sums up the entire answer, and just like without saying a word, it's perfect.
Well, I was so glad to see also the relationship that you had with the actress Katie Donovan, who played your sister Rose. I've known Katie from the parks, and just the relationship that the two of you guys had was just amazing. So
it was really fun working with her, as I'd never met her before. All of this.
Well, and I have to tell you, she's not here, unfortunately. I was going to give her a shout out. Our dear friend Chris Gilbert, who passed away last year, he would work with her at the parks. He and I would work with her over at Fantasy Fair at Disneyland, and he would consistently say how incredibly proud that he was of her. And I just thought today, watching that film, he's smiling down in heaven with the performance that that she did. So the two of you guys together was just awesome. Stephanie, you are amazing. Look at you. How do you deal with all these goons around you?
Oh, please. It's like this is heaven. This is where I'm the most happy at home. And like if like considering the grueling schedule and everything else, I mean, truly, like I couldn't have asked to do it. I would never want to do it with different people. Like these are my favorite people. So I
truly enjoyed the you know, the relationship that you and Paul's character had in that, and just you're so natural in those moments. I mean, Danny, we've seen in the short films that you've had as well too. I mean, listen, it's tough when you're working with friends and you're you know you're trying to develop these relationships and those romantic feelings. But honestly, you're so natural in those moments, and I just wanted to give you a shout out for that. So.
It was. I mean, yeah, we had a blast. I mean, I agree with what Danny said. Like for me, like dramatically challenging, whatever. Like it was just like the staving off the exhaustion and trying to stay focused and trying to be emotionally present and available, and like. You know what I mean? Like all of the actory things where you're like, just keep listening, just keep listening, and you're like, but you're like, I think we had dinner at 6 and it's 2 and. Is there whiskey near? Like what?
Is there whiskey near?
You know right. But it was just like, yeah. I mean, especially like the heavy hitting scenes, which are typically nighttime scenes or whatever, was like, that was after however many hours, right? Of like, I mean, like Danny said, I don't wake up and put on makeup typically. I mean, quarantine has brought out the realness of everything. But like we were waking up at 7 and putting on eyelashes and doing hair.
You were waking up earlier than that.
It was like 6:30 in the morning. You were getting
it was early. It was we were averaging what, maybe 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, Stephanie and I had like 3 bottles of wine in our room that we thought like we're sharing a room all week. It's gonna be great. We're gonna have a glass of wine every night. None of them were opened.
Right. You just don't have the time for it. I'll have to tell you, I got several jump scares during this thing, and honestly, Stephanie, how you brought it with that pounding of the thing, like I jumped out.
There's a reason for that, though.
Did they really scare you when they did that?
Oh, let's let Sam
Brilliant.
tell that story.
Brilliant,
That's
Sam.
Sam's story.
Let's hear it, man, because you know what? It worked. It worked.
Well, we did several takes of that before with just a bang, bang, bang,
They
red.
were all shit.
And the bang, bang, bang was not really resonating with Stephanie in her performance, she thinks. I thought it was great. But we kind of got together and we got David Pixler, my buddy, who was in the film. He was the detective at the end of the film. And he was involved in the conversation and said, hey, what if I stood outside and just banged the crap out of the door when it was time, like as loud as I possibly could? And so, yeah, like, do it. So, you know, Paul, and that was, I believe, partly improv, right? You two? Like, what's your favorite color?
Not how it happened. That's not how it happened at all.
That is exactly how it happened.
That is not how it happened. So I wanted to scare the crap out of Steph, and I took I took David Pixler aside and I said, at the part where she's supposed to get scared, scream, boom, 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 because he's a huge dude and like retired sheriff from Riverside,
We should also
right outside the door.
We should also say though, like for people who don't know me, I like already, Danny will attest, like I already get the heebie-jeebies. Like I am very like energy sensitive, and I like already was like, I will not stay in my own room. Danny, we will be roommates, and I will never be alone.
She was freaking out, and this was shot in 307, the famous 307 room in the Glen Tavern Inn. So Steph was beside herself.
Well, so just like the underlying current of the story, like I already was like, this is weird. So continue.
Yeah. So the underlying story is we shot it at the Glen Tavern Inn, which is in Santa Paula, California, which is known for ghost activity, mainly known for the 3rd floor, which we shot a lot of that stuff on. And room 307 is where the folklore is the hooker was decapitated and stuffed in the closet and like just stays in that room. So this is the one
They took
scene.
the temperature in that room, and it was 66.6 degrees.
So we were filming that scene in that room, and this is still the biggest thing I regret in my entire directing career. I got everyone on the set in on the joke. Like we were gonna scare the crap out of Steph in this one take, and just David was gonna scream boom, 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 boom. She would have no idea. And like at some point, I think Sam told everybody this is what's going to happen. Somebody told Steph that it was going to happen.
Well, I felt bad because you were doing this horrible thing. So trying to undermine you, as I always do, I'm running sound, and I fix Stephanie's lapel mic, and I whisper,
Just be ready or something.
"They're gonna scare you. They're gonna scare you." Be ready.
Bad sound man. Bad
I
sound
don't
man.
think you said they're gonna scare you. I feel like you
Shame.
said something to
Shame.
the effect of like, "Hey, just be ready." And I was like, "What are you talking
Yeah.
about?" And you were like, "You said something like, just be ready." And I was like, "Okay."
I
I'm
had
ready.
2 seconds to communicate what was going to happen, and then that was it.
It was
No,
like,
it was Sam.
like,
So
is this a low
Sam
intensity moment? What is happening? What do you mean? Just be ready.
Sam spilled the beans. Everybody on set was like, Steph's gonna get scared, and Sam was the one who was like, Steph, you're gonna get scared. And so like we do the take, and she gives that amazing performance of being scared, which is the one we used in the movie.
Brilliant.
And you'll see we only used that shot of me holding the camera, filming her have that reaction.
Yes.
Because we didn't have the 2-shot because I wasn't scared because I knew it was coming. And
So
it's
good. So good.
like I was
Guess
the
what?
worst
It
person-
worked.
I was the worst person ever.
And all of you were in trouble, but not me.
You know when like babies get scared and they go full starfish? Like,
Yes.
that's what I feel
That was
like
it.
I do,
The-
but like
Yeah.
my limbs just go.
Yes. No, the terror on your face was brilliant. So I say yes. It was amazing.
It reminds me of there was an outtake where Stephanie was talking to Mr. Chambers outside of that room.
We're gonna get to that.
Are you gonna bring that up? Should I not?
We're gonna get to that.
Okay.
Jared, thank you for speaking up. I'm like Jared White. I'm sorry, Kevin. I was supposed to send Kevin Gregg, our host tonight, bios, but Jared White was our one of our second unit directors. Alex Suarez, another one of our second unit directors. I love you guys for being here. And Sam Miklich was one of our sound recordists on set, and so that's everybody's roles who's here now.
Well, and so what we got to do is we got to hear from these guys because you are the guys who are in the back. And also, I just want to give a shout out here real quick because Matthew King was on there in the comments as well, talking about all the stuff that they've learned through this process. Hey, do me a favor if you're on the YouTube chat and you specifically have a question that you want to give these guys, do me a favor. Do it in bold caps, say question, and then put your question in bold caps so I can find it in the comments, and I'll take a look and try to give it to the crew here. But let's talk to the guys. We got Alex, Jared, Sam. So what was your experience? Alex, I've heard you talk a little bit about this. I think while you were working on this, I think you were pretty much booze fueled while trying to get through this, right? Yes?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I hadn't slept probably. I had filmed this big thing in Mexico for a week flying into that shoot, so I already hadn't slept for a week. And then going right in, and I'm like, all right, I'll get there. It'll be great. And Paul's like, hey, you're not going to sleep for another week. And I went, great. So every morning, Jared and I would sit down and like slap ourselves a little bit and then break down our shot lists and whatnot. And we mainly were tackling a lot of the intense scenes that Steph was having in the room. That was where we spent the majority of our time, which is crazy because like for every moment of emotion and craziness that you see in there, we were filming for hours and there were takes and just buckets of tears and things all over the place. So for every moment you see, there's just hours of more work that's put into there by these amazing performers. So it was crazy. And Jared, man, we did some stuff.
It was fun. I was
Jared,
just
how
along
was
for
it?
the ride.
How was this experience for you, buddy? I mean, you've got the directing experience. We had you originally on the podcast at Your Creative Journey and all the things that you've done in the past. What was this like for you?
I was just along for the ride. It was, a crazy schedule. And so I was just there to lend a hand and offer some insights where I thought I could. But I think it was Alex and Joy and Ed and all the great crew members that were, doing all the work. I was just kind of there helping out where I could.
Well, amazing.
So Jared's super like, what's the word when you don't want to talk big about yourself? Modest. Yes.
Very modest, very humble.
So Jared and I were like, he was the one. We're longtime friends, like lifelong friends. He was like my dude for my ghost story for years and years and years and years and years. All of the things I talked about before the movie, when it was a web series, and then it was a crazy drama. Like he was gonna be the director, and then when it became like the Haunted Man, I was like, Jared, come be the director, and he was just like, bro, like I really want to do it, but this schedule, like I'm gonna do whatever I can for you, but I'm not the director for this movie the way that it's gonna happen. And I was like, okay. I understand that. I appreciate it. I respect that. Thank you so much. But anything you can do on this film, I need you to be there. And he was. He came and he was there. And he did so much for that second unit. And Jared, I love you, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome, brother.
Thanks for having me. It was just fun. I was there just to kind of push the creativity and the camera, like the expressiveness of the camera work as much as I could while we were there. Like I was laying on the ground, getting some of those low angles on Chambers, and it was fun, really like pushing it.
Outstanding. Sam, how was this experience for you, man?
Oh, it was great. It was a dream come true working with such amazingly talented friends who I had idolized for years, and being invited into the fold and learn a craft in production sound and location sound design, something I played with back in the 90s, but hadn't picked up for 15 years. So when I had the opportunity to jump back on and help out in that role, it was absolutely a blessing. Just 5 days that I'll remember for the rest of my life. It was incredible getting to spend literally 20 hours a day with your amazing friends making something special. And here it is 3 years later, and it did turn out really special.
Thank God, man. Amazing. Listen, producer Craig's been doing an awesome job. He's actually been sending me the questions from the YouTube chat. He's literally been copying and pasting and then sending them to me. So guys, we got a ton of questions. So right now I'm going to say, stop with the questions because we're going to throw some of them at you because we got a ton of them for you right now. Here's some interesting ones. Paul Carganella, this is from Cell. At what point did you know who to cast for the roles when you were making this?
Oh my goodness. So you were there. Kevin Gregg read for Chambers in the first table reading of the script ever. And Steph read for Elise. Dan read for Mark. Danny read for Natalie, right? And obviously, like, nepotism is everybody's like, oh, you hire your friends, like it's who you know. Well, it's who you know you love to work with, and that's the huge thing. The casting, as my friend Jared White says, and I quote him at least once a week in this quote. I don't know if he stole it from somebody else, but I always quote Jared White in saying 90% of directing is casting, and
Definitely stole that from someone else. That was
okay. But you passed it along. And so it's like, it's that whole thing where it's just like, you know, the people. And when you're a writer and you picture the roles in your mind, like, you know, and your friends, and it's just like, that's perfect, she's perfect, that's perfect, he's perfect. And that was my casting process. Like, it wasn't, we didn't have any auditions. The one role that was a huge out of nowhere was the role of Chambers, which was a huge thing. Kevin Gregg read that role the first time we had a table read, and it had to be older than you, Kevin. I'm sorry, like, you could have killed it.
At least you didn't say I didn't do it too creepy, so that's good.
No, you killed it, but it had to be older than Kevin.
I'm kind of glad it wasn't you, Kevin. I don't want to be creeped out by you.
I can do it. I could pull it off.
Oh, I'm
but
sure you could.
it's hard, right? Casting that role, right? So where did you get this fella?
So Kevin read it the first time we did a go around. Then Bill Lewis read it. He's one of the bootstrappers, the penny whistle player. He read it the second time we did it live, but like, it was still just like, nobody was like old, like in that older gentlemanly realm. And we cast our friend Gary Clark, who's a friend from the Laughingstock Company and Disney. And then literally 4 days before we began shooting, SAG crashed down on our project and had a problem with the stair fall, and no SAG stuntman was going to be paid to do that. So they wanted to just like put a thing out that said, like, anybody on this project, like, you got to be careful with what's written in your contract.
You can answer me a quick question real quick, because there's another one I got right here from Julie Emery. Who was that stuntman that fell down the stairs?
So that stuntman actually happened to be a professional stuntman who was a relative of a member of the crew. And based on everything I just said, I'm not going to say who it was, but it was a family member of a member of the crew who is a professional and works daily when there's no quarantine.
I can't believe SAG came down on you for that stuff. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
SAG came down
Really?
on us. Heaven forbid SAG comes down on a project for no apparent reason.
It was a big loud warning, and I told everybody in the cast, like, we got this big loud warning, And
Don't
so,
worry, it's a safe set. We're not going to scare any actresses in the middle of a take. We're going to be so up and up on this. Everything's going to be cool.
so I'll say this safely because this won't be like live for everybody to find ever
Oh,
later.
it's fine. Zach's not watching.
Okay, so we were left without a Chambers after that big warning, and we were literally 3 days before we started filming for a week in Santa Paula at this haunted hotel. And Dan and I was working a wedding at the Disneyland Hotel, and I was texting Dan, and Dan was texting me links to different actors that people had told him about on Facebook, and we were watching reels, and I was like, I'm announcing the first dance, and Dan is like, what's that?
Didn't we use Cast as well?
We try
CAZT?
Yeah, we tried that, but there wasn't anybody. And then through a friend of a friend of a friend, Mr. George Almond, who played Mr. Chambers, was connected with us via Facebook. We saw his reel. He committed to the project, and literally, I think it was less than 48 hours before we began our week-long shoot, he committed to the project and drove up from Orange County, learned all of his lines, met all of us for the first time, and Mr. Chambers, the most pivotal, the haunted man,
yes,
was the new guy on set that knew none of us and just had to get to know all of us and find out what he just got involved in. And he was incredible, was he not?
Amazing.
Yes.
So cool. Here, let me ask you a few more questions because I do know that we've got to get to some outtakes in just a moment, right? Here's this one. Let's go back to something that you guys talked about a little earlier. It's a combination of two questions. This is from Kelly and from Dari, which is a combination of, did you see any real ghosts, or who had the most paranormal activity happen during filming? Did you guys have any experiences like that during the film?
No.
Well, Danny was very clear about that. She said no.
I wanted to. That's because I was kind of the only one that I was like, come on, let's go.
No, I wanted to too. And
George did.
A little background on the hotel. I've stayed there a bunch of times. I know the owners. I was the resident wedding DJ at that hotel for a few years, and I've stayed there so many times and wanted to have a paranormal experience. I wrote the movie just based on this hotel, hoping we could film it there, and we actually got to. I haven't had any paranormal experiences there. Sam did. George Almond did. Sam, what was yours?
A couple. In that scene where Stephanie was scared, there was a furniture move in the hallway that nobody could explain. And that was witnessed by a number of the crew. There was a footstool or a chair, right in the hallway. And then when the ottoman thing, yeah, it was gone. It was in a completely different place. There was nobody there who possibly could have done that. Explainable, maybe, but none of us saw it. And then my wife T and I stayed in 307. We volunteered for the murder room, which was great. And there were some really creepy sounds in the bathroom. There was footstep sounds. Oh, thanks, Dan. Yeah, he was across the way. There were pipe banging sounds. We actually moved out of the room after the second night because it was just a little bit too much. So, yeah.
Wow. Does anybody know what George's experience was?
Krista's commenting in the thread. Danny, I don't know if you're reading the YouTube thread while it's going on, but Krista is quoting you saying, here ghosties, because that was Danny's favorite thing to say. And I'd be like, stop it! Stop talking to them!
Let's go.
I remember George had an experience in his room. He stayed in the room that was Mr. Chambers' room in the movie.
Yeah.
And he said something about in the middle of the night, someone was tugging on his sheets, and he thought it was just all of us messing with him, and he screamed out obscenities in the middle of the night, and it wasn't any of us.
Too much.
Yeah.
Dan, fantastic work on the soundtrack, buddy. Grace Shanahan wants to know this. Are you going to release the awesome score to that soundtrack? What do you think?
Yeah, we are going to release a soundtrack that includes the various songs that were written for the project, and probably a couple of the longer cues. There's a cue toward the end of the movie that's like a 12.5-minute cue, and that'll probably be on there. But I'm not sure exactly with when and how we're going to be releasing that. Paul and I will definitely have to talk about that.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. We're getting several questions about the L phone in the thing. Who invented the L phone? What was that box with the wires and the cell phone? Was that a real thing? Yeah. Any answers on that, guys?
Yeah. So the L phone was created by my father-in-law, David Hill, and he he had the idea, basically roughed out from the script that Paul had written, and he had this box, this old dilapidated looking thing that looked like just some weekend warrior built it in their in their basement out of Radio Shack parts. And Dave took that and he just elevated that and totally ran with it, went a completely next level direction with that.
Didn't he adjust the knobs so if you turned it, the lights would like speed?
They all worked. Everything did something. Every
knob on that actually does
did
something.
It adjusted. It was like a phase shifter and stuff like that or whatever. I mean, everything worked on
Yeah.
that. Crazy.
And even there's even like a there's like a little sensor on it, and the closer you are to it, the sound actually changes.
Right.
Although that sound didn't actually end up in the film, but that was all done by Patrick Copeland.
But yeah, so I want to say like Patrick Copeland did the sound mixing that lined up with the light that was amazing. But Dan, not enough could be said for your scoring and just what your music brought to this film. Not only was he a co-producer and co-star of the movie, he wrote the score to the film.
Dan, recorded. I love Mark's theme. Like Mark's whole musical theme is really beautiful. Like it's a little bit of the Clash there, and it's really lovely. Like I mean, all of it's great, but like that stands out to me so much. Like when you hear it, it's just you ache. It's really lovely.
When you watch it back, you'll hear there's the Mark and Lauren theme, there's the Leo Elise theme, and there was one point or a couple of points in the movie where I went, oh my god! So my grandfather wrote the "Each day I think of only you" that you hear in the beginning. Dan arranged it, recorded it, and then he worked it throughout the rest of the score and like made it in minor.
Yeah.
And like
little tricky ways.
Worked it in there. Amazing stuff. Like so not only is he a lead actor, co-producer,
sick as a dog.
He created the score for the film.
You did. Did you have a little nasal thing at one point during one of those things?
Yeah, when I showed up, earlier when you were asking about our difficulties or whatever, our experiences acting on this, that's what I was going to say is, Paul and I put in so much work in the pre-production and just, doing all these readings and then the Kickstarter campaign, getting all the details together. And I'm like in co-producer mode and I know that I've got this incredibly hectic schedule, just 1 week to do this. And I get slammed with a head cold. And like, honestly, the whole week is a total blur for me because I'm just chugging Dayquil like all day long. And then chugging Maker's Mark at night, and then
like everyone was chugging something. I mean,
at least like it's antiseptic. That's not the right word.
Sure, that'll work. Yeah.
Well, like whiskey was medicine back
then. That's it. You were killing germs, buddy.
Antiseptic.
You were killing germs.
Dogs with a little
So I was constantly trying to keep my nasal cavity open, but it didn't really work out the way I wanted to. So for me, I can hear the nasalness.
It's okay, buddy. Listen, man, it's a trooper. It's such a huge task when you're doing all of this, which is the thing that all of you guys learned. Now, I'm sure, Paul, that as you're doing this, not everything goes exactly the way that you want it to go, right? I'm sure that you happen to have a few errors or a few mistakes that happen to happen. I don't know. Do you have anything to share with us tonight?
If you're talking about on-set and post-production are completely different beasts in this mode. But on set, I have to say I'm so grateful for Miss Crystal Turchin, who created this. So I mentioned earlier, we had 5 nights in the hotel. We had 2 crews shooting and shooting in different parts of the hotel, figuring out when we could do this, like, because shooting a scene doesn't just take 20 minutes. Like, so figuring out what characters were in which scenes at which parts of the hotel could be shot simultaneously together. And then at some points we were so far behind that I think Jared, Dan, Nick Turchin, maybe Ryan Willer, like, all created new roles for themselves and became a third team just to try and catch up. We had the most amazing team just working on it. And as everybody said, I think the average hours of sleep for that entire week was like 15 for everybody. But just having, like, figuring out how to, and we had the whole hotel to ourselves except for like 2 or 3 rooms that got booked out at, and people got mad at us. But we, like, the amount of pages that we knocked out of a production schedule, like, it was incredible, and it was all just based on our schedulers and our team and the adaptiveness of everybody who was just willing to just be flexible and do stuff they weren't prepared to do, really.
Outstanding, man. Outstanding. Listen, I didn't get to everybody's questions that's in the YouTube stream, but just thank you so much for just reaching out. And again, producer Craig, you're just a rock star. Paul, do you have something that you want to share with us? Do you have a video or something like that? Am I crazy? Do we have blooper reels or something like that? Am I making this up?
We do. We have some outtake reels, but I just wanted to just make sure we're making the most of everybody's time before they leave. If Jared or Danny or anybody else has anything they want to share about the experience before we dig into some outtakes.
Here's the big thing that I just want to ask. If there's one thing that any of you guys that are here that are on our panel right now, one big thing, one big takeaway that you had, I'll give you 30 seconds to give me an answer as we go around the horn. Danny St. Germain, what's your big takeaway from this production for you?
Oh man, big takeaway. I guess, I mean, for me, there were a lot of firsts for this, my first full-length movie. Up until then, I'd only done Sparked in the Flame, which were very central on my character. I think The Flame, there's one shot that I'm not in, which is when Paul's putting the CD on the tree. Like, that's it. And then, so getting to work with a full cast, getting to develop multiple different relationships was a true joy for me. And I don't know, it was a great learning experience. Yeah, I don't have much more to say than what we already talked about before.
Standing. So. A pleasure watching you. Stephanie, what's your big takeaway from this?
Next to it.
Say it again.
I said I'm sitting next to it.
Oh boy. Okay,
yes.
I gotcha.
No,
that was in your contract, huh?
That was definitely in the. I almost said that was in the writer, which is no pun intended, but here we are. But no, I mean, like, this one's brain. Then he's such a fantastic director because Paul was having to direct the other unit and doing scenes. So Alex ended up directing me a lot, and like we didn't even really know each other very well, but like the level of intelligence, the level of like really like meaningful, insightful direction was so helpful to me, and like so that like obviously that was a great takeaway, but like. For me personally, it was like filmmaking boot camp. It was like movie boot camp, you know, where you're like, from everything from like makeup, where I'm like looking, going, why? Like, you know, just like in like costuming things, acting choice things, motivational things, like when you're framing things, editing, it's all in the edit. You know, it's like there's just so much that I know we all learned doing this together, but like. I haven't done film since I was little, you know what I mean? And so going to Fumi movie, guys, it's late. I slept for like 3 hours last night. It's New Year's Day.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Going to Fumi boot camp was so great and so what I needed, and I'm so happy to be like doing film again now because of this, truly. So, I mean, a lot of takeaway, but
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, it's like you've been doing it your entire career. So congratulations.
It's true. Dan and I went to have a rehearsal with Steph, and before this experience, Alex, like, I didn't know Alex at all. I knew Alex and Dan had a relationship, and like my first experience working with Alex was the rehearsal that we had with Steph, the day that Alex met Steph, and
looking like The Walking Dead.
he just had a motorcycle accident like 2 days before, and he was covered in blood scabs all over his body. And we had the most amazing rehearsal, not only because like we all just kind of worked off each other, but like Steph was so prepared. She had Elise down. She knew all of the motivation. She knew, like, going into every scene that we just turned the page to, exactly why she was saying which lines how. But like Alex was also just so like creatively in tune that he was just like, here's how I see this, here's how we got this. And I was immediately like, literally the first day I worked with Alex creatively, I was like, this dude's on it.
Yeah.
And I said this at the rap party. I was so overwhelmed with everything production wise. I was ready a week before the shoot for this movie. I was ready to ask Alex to play Leo, because I was just like, there's so much going on, just please do that. And then he booked this 3 commercial series that filmed in Mexico, and I was like, okay, you can't do that, so I'll keep playing Leo. So
Yeah.
we'll make that happen. So many things could have been different with this, but I love that this connection, not only between me and Alex, because he's super hot and we make out all the time, but
oh boy,
Alex and Steph
Dan,
happen.
I still love you, Dan.
I'm joking.
The work husbands, literally the 3 of them right there.
Obviously, like Dan introduced me to Alex and Steph and Dan and I, and this all just happened in the course of this film.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Alex, what's it been like for you, man, with this takeaway from this?
Oh man, God, where to start? I mean, working with everybody has been so amazing. Like, I never worked with Danny in like a close capacity before, so that was always that was a dream. And you know, of course, getting to film a feature film. I think my biggest takeaway, though, other than this lovely lady, which we already covered, which we can't enough, but my technical takeaway from it, I think, like,
Nice save, Alex.
Thank you. Jared and I were like waking up every day and really trying to make the most of our time with the shots. And I think, like, in a panic, I was just like, coverage. Let's just get as much coverage as we can to make sure all the gaps are filled and make sure we're good. But like, if the more I hung out with like Jared and we like worked on the shots and like made every shot count, every single shot had a very specific purpose, and instead of trying to make sure that everything was covered, instead of like really driving the story and having those little moments be the point. And I learned a lot working with Jared with that, and so I think that was really eye-opening, and I think that has really kind of fueled my style of directing and of cinematography as my journey has gone on. Jared, I don't know if you feel the same way.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you to say. It was my big takeaway was the collaboration with Alex on the shots, and with the whole crew, with the cast. It was, you know, it takes a village to pull off something like this, especially under these, you know, the time crunch and the low budget and everything. And so that was amazing. And yeah, I personally, I hate the just sort of generic coverage of like, you get it wide, you get it medium, you get it tight, which is sort of like the standard TV approach of shooting, and it's very boring and there's no expressiveness to it. So I try to, like, every shot, yeah, like if you can have it help tell the story or help reveal a character moment or something, better to do that.
It shows, buddy. It shows. I'd get all film nerdy on you for a second, because I just subscribed to the Criterion channel, which is amazing. And I was just watching Bad Day at Black Rock. This is for all our film nerds that are on here. Bad Day at Black Rock, John Sturges, perfect example of this, taking very plain looking stuff And what is it telling? What is it telling? And believe me, guys, you definitely had moments of that popped in. So kudos to you, Jared and Alex, for your work and taking that time to do it. Well done. Sam, your takeaway, buddy.
I was really lucky. My takeaway was a career. I realized how much I loved and missed working in a creative aspect, and especially in sound. So I had a 16-year career that I ended up retiring from and opening up my own company and doing production sound, location sound mixing, working on different films, and just really following my dream and my passion. None of that would happen without this experience on The Haunted Man. And surrounding myself with such amazing people that I still get a chance to create with is absolutely incredible. Everyone's a star. Dan, every second was a highlight. I know you agree. But my favorite moment was probably in the middle of day 3 or day 4. Danny and I were commiserating about something that happened on set that we were frustrated about. And we're walking to the next thing, and Danny said, "You know, Sam, I enjoy you." And I still think that's a compliment. I'm not sure, but at least I did. Okay, I'm cool with Danny now, or we can be friends. So that was pretty good.
Wait a minute.
He's never said that to me. So
I enjoy all of you.
Perfect.
I don't know what we were commiserating about.
I don't remember either. I just remember that.
No, you know
I
what?
think it was probably about full intensity is what it probably was about.
What was it?
If I can,
Full intensity.
Yes.
There's inside jokes from the set that are coming out right now.
I'm sorry.
Alex, go ahead, and then Dan.
Sorry, no, I just wanted to real quick. I forgot to totally mention working with Joy and Ed and
Yes.
Angelica and
Oh my gosh,
Grip
yeah.
of all grips.
Grip of all
Grip of
grips.
all grips.
Ed was
They were amazing.
right? I mean, we would be like,
What champions,
Jared and
man.
I would be like, I think we are going to need to reverse this. I think we're going to need to clear the other side. Oh, look. Oh, it's already done.
My favorite part was we needed to do the headlight gag on
Yes.
Stephanie when she's
Remember?
looking out the window and the car comes,
baby
and
Ed
it
is
was
out
like,
the
oh, we need to take a light outside. It's like, oh, Ed's already out there. He's got the light. He's ready to go.
Already out there in the 0 degrees, waving these blessed flood lamps, and, like, reading, and we're like, "We love you, Ed."
He's like, is it working?
Amazing.
All of the elements too. It was mid-October and 98 degrees outside, and in a hotel that had no central air. And so everything that people had to do, Ed and Joy King were amazing. Matt King, of a different family of kings, amazing. Nick Turchin, never had an experience like this before, but just working through the elements. I remember at one point, Matt King just being in the hallway just like this, and I was like, "Are you okay, man?" And he's like, "I'm tired and it's hot." And I'm like, "I get it. Go lay down. Do whatever you need to do." And he's like, "Okay." But the whole crew, we're totally just not even talking about our costume, our costumer, our all of everyone else who was there. We had Aletha on props. We had Amy running production stuff. We had Krista doing the media manager stuff. We had Stacy supervising our costumes. All in this hotel when all crazy stuff was happening. Tina Mikulich was trying to work and also trying to help out, and Angelica Bolschweiler on sound, and Fred trying to feed us all because the hotel couldn't feed us because it would be 3 times too much money as it should cost. So it was crazy. It was a crazy week, and it would never have happened without just the creative spirit and teamwork of everybody that was involved.
Yeah, it really did become a family, right? Danny and I have been best friends for a while, a long time, but it took our friendship to a whole other level, getting to spend this getting to go to film camp with her for a week.
Yeah.
You come back from camp being even better best friends, and you're like, this was great,
And it gave me an appreciation for everyone's talent. I mean, Paul mentioned your Stephanie, how prepared you were. She has her script on the bed, and I'm like, oh my God.
Color
She has
coordinated.
multicolored sticky notes.
Yeah.
No, but
Nerd.
That is the coolest thing. It was so inspiring to me because I mean, I did my homework. I learned my script, but I also know that I work best with instincts. I like playing off of that, but to see somebody that has really just digested everything, and then she puts on the performance that you saw, which was incredible. It was like I just gained a whole new level of respect for my friend during this process, and
Outstanding.
everybody that was on
That
the
is a
set.
case of iron sharpens iron for sure.
That
With you too.
is true. That is it. And Sam, that really goes back to the thing that you talked about earlier, which is you have, and all of you have been truly surrounding yourselves with people that are playing at a different level. You're playing at a level of like going, how do we help each other and make each other better? And that's exactly right, Sam. It's iron sharpens iron. So good on you, Steph. Take the compliment. And now's when you say thank you.
This means so much. Like when someone who's your best friend who like also is a phenomenal actor and they like think you're good, it's like like
I know.
it just means so much.
I'm gonna go ahead and just piggyback off of that and throw it back at Dan Franklin, my co-producer, who like I met him. He was a musician in a musical group that I worked with in the parks, and from being a totally cocky musician that I like didn't have much in common with to the relationship that we had going into this film. I just wanted to ask him because you worked on producing other like film projects before you came to the Haunted Man, but like what was it from your entire creative background up to the Haunted Man that made you want to be a part of this?
Well, I would say several things. You know, I loved the script. I loved the idea and the characters and things like that. And I loved your passion for the story and how much you cared about it. But I think ultimately, I love puzzles. And this was a puzzle.
I mean, that's what, honestly, man, that is what creative work is. It is problem solving. It is creative problem solving. So
Yeah, I just want to say congratulations to Paul and Dan for pulling this off.
Yeah,
This
seriously,
is
guys.
a monumental achievement. Well done.
outstanding. Fantastic. And Paul, I don't want this to go by. There was definitely several times when I watched in that film, I said, oh, he's got like an action hero vibe to this. I like this. I need to see more of this. So anyway, but I do need to say this. I want to point this out too, because Dan and Paul, I know that you guys worked on this so hard that you put your blood, sweat, and tears into it. Honestly, congratulations to the two of you for making this happen, for bringing this into the world. And with that said, to say congratulations and special thanks to all of the backers and supporters and all of the people that believe in these guys to make this happen. You know, these guys are telling you it. You know, it's not easy. It's not easy what these guys have pulled off. We've had conversations and interviews where people have found out the work that these guys have done and their mouths drop open that you guys got this project done. And believe me, there's a lot of other out-of-pocket stuff that these guys did. Thank you for your financial support. They used every penny and more to make this happen. But it wouldn't have happened without the support from all of you people that are out there. So I want to say thank you and God bless you to all of the people for making this vision come alive, because the hard work that you've seen these people do, they've obviously been helping and supporting each other. But I think that all of you on this and all of the people that are in the film will serve, not only serve for an example for the people that are watching this tonight, but will serve as an example for people that will see this in the near future. So kudos to all of you for all of your hard work.
Thank you, Kevin. And let's hear it for Kevin Gregg. Thank you, Kevin.
You bet, man.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, buddy. I will see you guys later. God bless you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin, of course, is the driving force of the Your Creative Journey podcast. Anywhere that you consume podcasts. And he lets me be his co-host because I log in. That's basically it. But he is the driving man behind that podcast, and I love it. And Jared, Alex, Steph, Danny, we love you guys. I don't want to make you hang out longer than you need to. We're gonna go through some outtakes. You're welcome to just go ahead and go to bed. All right, for some people. And I know we pretty much everything we're gonna show right now. We showed at the wrap party 2.5 years ago in Long Beach at the event where we're so happy to have finished filming everything, and here we are. And maybe now, after seeing the movie, the outtakes will be more fun for people to watch. And we can talk about each one after it happens. Are you going alphabetical, Sam? How is this order going on? I know I sent you the drive.
Yeah, we have breakfast, binder, random, driving, and 64, 69.
All right, we'll just go in. Those are the numbers of scenes. Don't get too excited.
Dan. Oh, Dan.
So, but is binder first or is breakfast first?
Breakfast.
Breakfast is first. So I'll set it up because it's been 2.5 years since anybody saw it. So this was Miss Danny. This was Danny Carey St. Germain's close up during the breakfast scene, and Dan decided to go a little off script.
Oh no.
Dan and Ryan.
Mostly Dan.
Mostly Dan.
Like, I don't remember this one.
Okay, let me set this up. Hold on. Be right back.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Like to set it up.
Danny, do you know that Alex and I still he loved this line that you said?
It's me.
It's
Speeding.
And we still say it to each other when it's like go time, or we have to do it's like when all this stuff we've been doing since March, whatever. Well, we'll be like, all right. Okay, roll, babe. Let's go. And like we say it all the time to each other. Still, I think of you every time we say it because it's like one of our little like things we say to each other now.
That's so random. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's playing it. I think.
No, I'm not.
He just starts you. If you need more time, I have more stuff to say.
I'm ready. I can roll it.
Okay, so roll, babe.
All right, here we go. Hold on. Boom.
Speeding.
It's 8
Speeding.
78 Edward, take one.
And action.
But that was just a special pre-trial order thing from Japan. To get more would take at least a couple of weeks.
Japan.
Yeah.
So we need to figure something out.
Well, I mean, if I had all of my gear with me, we could figure something out. But I didn't know we were taking it this far. We'd have to go all the way back for it. And half of it's at my mom's, and I don't have any more living with your mom jokes at this point, so we can't do it.
You know, if I'd known that it was at your mom's, I would have just picked it up last night when I was there.
I'm sure you would. And now we have another living.
I hate you all. Oh, I was doing well until that.
Rolling. So you got to save those for when I'm actually on you.
Well, our take was ruined.
Well, it's just her reactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No lines.
All right, let's do it for real.
We're still rolling. Still rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
You started it.
Yeah, guys, just run the scene. I appreciate it all, but we need to move. And from my mom's house.
Giggles, don't laugh. Get it together. Don't laugh. Look at her.
We'd have to go all the way back for it, and half of it's at my mom's house, so there's no way.
There you go.
I love the reprimand that you give me after that.
Yeah.
What did she say?
Hey, listen, we gotta
Stay on
move.
task, Franklin.
Stay on task.
This is Danny's close-up.
That was me.
Yeah, that was Paul that said that.
I was just like trying to shoot it. I was like, bro, we gotta go. I love it. I love your mom jokes. If anybody's guilty of a your mom joke, it's me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But we gotta move.
Oh my God.
None of us were.
I just remembered the take that Steph and I messed up for you guys. But that's probably not going to be in this outtake.
Oh, Danny and Stephanie.
No cameras were pointed toward you in that.
No, well, that was intentional.
No, I was trying to sprint with the camera, sideways running, and out the corner of my eye, I'm seeing the shenanigans.
Listen, if you want to talk about it, I'll let you go ahead. But if you want to just move on, you.
We may have mooned people during a take. May have.
I mean,
allegedly.
Talk about a jump scare. I mean, we were just trying to add to the artistic value of the film.
Right. Moving on though.
Moving on. What's the title of the next one, Sam? So I can introduce it.
Binder.
So this is the one that is like the coolest ghost story in the entire like filming of the thing. Stephanie and George are doing the scene when George, Mr. Chambers, the actor, says, I want to see her again. And Stephanie, Elise, says, that's not possible. And the door behind Steph opens
By itself for no reason.
by itself for no reason. No one was in that room. So I don't know how we didn't mention it when somebody was like, was there any ghost stories? I think we said maybe, like, we'll show you. But nobody's in the room. And Steph had a little bit of a reaction that was maybe drawn out into an outtake and a music video for this next thing. Go ahead and roll it, Sam. This is the binder toss.
Here we go.
Roll that.
If you wouldn't mind having a look, sir, I've created a few projections. In my opinion, we are currently operating a property that could stand to make at least 4
I
times.
don't need any more money.
Yesterday, I received 2 emails from wedding planners who would love to set up a meeting with you.
No,
regarding the-
thank you.
Is there anything I can actually do for you today, sir?
Go back from that line.
Right. Is there anything I can actually do for you today, sir?
I want to see her again.
And I wish I could make that happen for you, sir. I do. Unfortunately, I am incapable of making her appear. It's just not possible.
Not possible. But it has already been done.
It's because we taped it.
No, no. Nobody wants to with you. Go, go. Take your baggage with you. Don't say goodbye. Don't linger. Don't look back. No, no, go, go. Stop, stop. Thinking that you're something that you're not, not. Nobody is buying it, and no one's gonna catch you when you fall.
Oh man.
Incredible.
Wonderful moment. That
Like
was-
he says, I want to see her again, and she says, I can't make that happen. And then she opens the door. The door opens. Like, here I am.
Yep.
Honestly, when we're watching the actual movie, that scene, I was confused that didn't happen because I've seen that outtake so many times and that's burned into my memory. And I was like, oh, that was not supposed to happen.
No, that just happened when we were filming.
I was there for that one, and I thought Stephanie was playing up her reaction for the camera, but it turns out that was just her natural reaction.
Yeah.
Just like Scooby Doo, like
He did
take
not want to
scurry off.
I love that. It's just George is like, not possible.
It's perfect.
Not possible. Watch this.
I saw it out of the corner of my eye, and you've seen me go, nope, that did not just happen right now. And I'm trying to not acknowledge it, but then it's like glaringly obvious that it did happen. And like, you think 8,000 things in your brain in a split second, and you're just like, I don't know why I had to throw the binder on the
Your
floor,
instinct
though.
was like, this binder's got to go.
No.
Full Scooby-Doo is like,
Alex, were you back from Mexico by then?
I was behind the camera. I'm the one
It
that
was
was
him and
like,
Jared.
I was the one that's like, to take that line again, take that, whatever. Yeah.
So who did you hire to open the door at that point?
Jared, who was it? Scooby-Doo. It was Scooby-Doo. That's who done it.
Actual Scooby-Doo.
No, there was
Spirits.
No, dude, that door has its own juju. Do you remember when we were scouting the location?
Yeah.
Paul?
The key wouldn't work until you asked the.
Well, yeah, I went back and got another key and it still didn't work. I went back and got a third key. I went back and it still didn't work. And then I'm just standing there holding the key in my hand, and I was just like, we mean you no harm. And it just went open. It just like the light just went green and it just opened on its own.
Oh, wow.
With the key in my hand.
That third floor.
Third floor.
That third floor at the Glen Tavern Inn has an energy, for sure.
Yeah, I had a funny story that's not on camera outside that room, and it was with Joy, and we were in the middle of, I don't know, it was like day 3 or 4, and I'm filming, it was like action, and I don't remember if Jared was there. I don't remember. I don't know if you were there. You might have been third unit by that point, but I fell asleep in the middle of the take because I was so tired.
I remember that.
I called action, and then I was like, it was just like walking and like looking around and then cutting across, and I really couldn't see the monitor very well, and I just went, and I opened my eyes, and Joy's like this on the camera.
There is a clip I shared on Facebook like 3
Quite
years
the insult
ago.
to the actor there. Was,
You can picture Joy. You can picture Joy's face. Joy's being like,
Joy who cusses while she tries to get focused.
It's the
She
best.
screams curse
Nobody on set was cussing between any shots at all.
cursing and spitting at the lens, and just and it's the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. I like fell in love with Joy during this set. Just
Oh yeah.
There is a clip I posted on Facebook like years ago, and I'll have to go back and find it, of like me falling asleep between takes, like on the stair. It was Danny and I on the landing of the staircase, and I was like falling asleep in the rescue scene at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody goes action, and I go, okay, here we go. We're doing the thing. This is it.
We're talking 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Hour 21.
pretty sure if someone just ran into your room, Paul, and said action, you would start performing.
Well, no, because at one morning, Dan was pounding on my door like, "Bro, you're an hour late to production."
Oh, I
remember
that.
breakfast.
Yeah. With that, Sam, what's the next title of the outtake?
It's 64, 68, and I owe you one.
It's what?
64 and 68, and I owe you one.
He doesn't want to say 69 on the air.
Oh, okay. So this is a pair of scenes that happen in the middle of the movie. I don't remember what 64, there's an outtake that happens in 64. And then I think 68 and You Owe Me One was a sparked in the flame alternate ending of the Danny Paul scene in the... Go ahead and roll whatever these outtakes are. Just go ahead and do it. We'll see what happens.
Here we go.
Yeah.
1 second.
Hey,
Do
bud.
we get in trouble for cussing? Is that
Hey.
why we don't cuss?
Oh, we can cuss. It's fine.
I say, I
Everyone's
think I
wrapped
said
for the night.
curse words already. We can't
Cool.
say
Let's have a chat tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Get some sleep.
Okay. I will.
Did you think my Titanic joke was funny? Oh, don't answer that. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's try it one last time.
Drinking or what?
Waiting for you.
Cheers. So let's talk about taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
I mean, as a vet, do you go through some sort of like taxidermist?
No, man.
It's like a whole different field.
Yeah.
I've always wondered about, like, when you see stuffed animals on a wall, like, well, they had to have some sort of knowledge about animals, right? Were they vet? Like, do retired veterinarians go into taxidermy?
I don't even know how to answer that question.
Yeah, I guess it's like, do retired doctors go into stuffing people, you idiot? I get it. No, I say dumb stuff all
Yeah.
the time.
Oh, but your mom joke was a waste of time.
No,
I don't know. That was totally usable.
nothing was a waste of time. That almost made the final cut.
That's funny because one of my favorite moments in the film, I think it's the funniest moment in the film, is when you're like, "I love you." That was too soon.
That is
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes me laugh so hard.
Very funny.
Improvised, not on camera at all, but it just you hear it happen. And that's, I mean, maybe that's something we can talk with Alex and Dan and Jared about at some point, is like, what's the level of improv that is okay to happen on a set, and does it depend on the movie?
Yeah, I think it depends on the director.
And the writer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's a union involved.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just depends. There's a million factors that go into that. It depends on the kind of script. I think it depends on how story-driven the moment is, and whether or not you need to adhere to a specific set of rules. And if you're willing to allow your actors to play within that space, fine. But like a lot of times, there's callbacks. There's like very specific things that sometimes have to happen. So it just depends on the writer.
And also also the physical choreography and stuff, like with certain things that were improvised and not, you know what I mean, where you're like, all of the fighty stuff was very choreographed and specific, and we set that, and there's not a lot. It gets weird when you start improvising that kind of stuff, because
anything intimate or anything like anything with her and Chambers was not. Jared and I went through and we like blocked that out. We said he's gonna move here, then he's gonna move her here.
The gun goes here.
Yeah, everything has to be very choreographed. That way Stephanie feels comfortable. That way George doesn't feel uncomfortable like doing what he's. Everyone just needs to be like, this is the choreography. This is the way you do it, and that way.
Camera's got to be on board with that.
Exactly.
Too.
Yeah. And so everyone feels good. Right?
It really depends. Some directors will do like several takes as scripted, and once they get a few that they're happy with, then they'll let the actors play with it. Some are very much like, you need to stick to the words on the page. It really depends. I know like Judd Apatow is known for having a lot of improv in his movies, but I think that can kind of also make the coverage, like we were talking about before, a little less interesting, because you're just trying to capture what the actors, you don't know what the actors are going to do. And so, you can't always get those more cinematically, visually told moments that way.
Ends up looking like a documentary.
Yeah.
And on a shoot like this, where it's like, we need to get this done in the next hour, or else we're going to be up till 5 a.m. and then start again at 6.
Yeah.
So it was like, please don't.
Just say it what it's supposed to say, and next.
Also, if there was a couple of times where I know the line wasn't working, whether it was the intention or that, and then it's like, and then sometimes it's like, here, this is the intention that the line needs to be. Why don't you just say whatever feels natural to you in the moment? And a lot of improv just comes out of that, like specifically the ones you see in the film. I'm not sure how many there are, but I do remember a couple of times of that happening, like, shift this is the intention, just give me something,
One thing that made the film was the callback, not this one, but the callback to Sparked, when Natalie comes to Leo's door and says, you want to go get a drink? The dialogue is, you want to get a drink? Would anywhere be open? I know a spot. Like, that was not in the script, but it was from Sparked, and we just kind of did it, and it made the movie.
Take of that.
Yeah.
But like it doesn't take, it so fits that it doesn't take anybody out of the film and go, oh my god, that's from Spark. Like if you realize it's from Spark, you just heard it for the first time right here. But how much fun! Just to, like the the journey, the evolution from like Sparked to just like improvising this in the hallway of a haunted hotel in a feature film. And we'll keep rolling on. I think we got 2 more clips. Sam, what's the name of the next one?
Random.
Okay, so this one I think is a bunch of random outtakes. Sel has been asking about the outtakes of the decanter being shot and not breaking, which we had like 10 times the decanter of alcohol was shot and never broke. And I think there is also some Danny Carey trying to threaten me and just me making her do it in different ways in this one too. So here are some random outtakes.
Speeding.
1 in 16. Charlie, take 1.
You may never have an offer like this ever again. Do you have diabetes? Would you take us?
It was okay. It was just your hand.
That was a cheap shot.
Sorry.
All right.
Yes, rolling. Speeding.
Scene 180 Frank, take one.
Oh God. Ready to shoot? Ready. Good. Action.
Whoa! Whoa! Shit! Oh, stop, please! Listen, just listen to me.
Take two.
That's appropriate.
Whoa! Shit! Whoa! Sorry, don't shoot!
Hi guys, it's just not.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll try to catch it on the side. I thought I hit dead center, it would
You
break
did
it.
hit dead center.
But if we do this with the other one,
He didn't say
Can you
cut.
see it shadow?
Whoa! Shit!
Reset.
right through the hole.
It didn't even move. Here we go.
Rolling.
Scene 180 Frank, take four.
I feel it in my bones, guys. Here we go. Okay.
Whoa! Shit! Whoa! Please don't shoot. Listen, just listen to me.
Rolling.
Scene 180 Frank, take five.
Action.
I'm so mad.
Whoa! Shit! Hold on, please don't shoot. Listen, just listen to me. Listen to me.
I love an angry action call. Action!
And action.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I can't be doing this right now.
What happened?
Oh no!
Rolling.
Oh, I would.
Go ahead. What was it?
No, we were that. I was deep into my Maker's Mark, and we were wrapped for the day. And Paul comes knocking on my door. Hey, Alex, we need another shot. And I'm like, okay. And I'm doing this backward shot, and the wall's there. I don't know.
Hello, wall. Okay, here we
I
go.
just call you out.
How would I say? Oh yeah, we're making a feature.
Yes.
167, Adam, take one, Mark.
Speeding. Speeding.
167 Bravo, take 4.
Set. Alright, you know what? Get on a radio, channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
Well, I'm coming with you.
No, you guys stay here.
No, don't fight me on this. I will kick your ass.
I don't believe you. Really tell me you're gonna kick my ass. Try it again. Like, no more joking around. You will seriously punch him. You have punched men before. And jump on channel 4. Grab a radio. Jump on channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
Well, I'm coming with you.
No, you guys need
No,
to...
you don't fight me on this. I will kick your ass. I wanted to say fucking kick my
Yeah.
kick your butt. I can't say that.
And, well, we'll try it both ways, but first let's get the way I need it. And, okay, grab a radio. Get on channel 4. Do not call me. Do not call me. I will call you.
What? I'm coming with you.
No, you
No,
guys...
don't fight me on this. I will kick your ass.
Okay, that was good. Let's do it again. Emphasize the kick.
We'll kick you.
Kick your ass.
Just like that. And grab a radio, get on channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
Well, I'm coming with you.
No, you guys stay here.
No, don't fight me on this. I will kick your ass.
Emphasize all three kick your ass. Ooh, I'm okay. And
Well, I'm coming with you.
no, you guys stay
No,
here.
no, don't fight me on this. I will kick your ass. That was not how I wanted it to come out.
It's like Mr. T.
I know it feels weird because you never say anything like that, but like threaten him and get on the radio, channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
I'm coming with you.
No, you guys stay.
No,
here.
don't fight me on this. I will kick your ass.
Okay. I think that was it.
Yeah.
Keep rolling, keep rolling. And this time you go ahead and F-bomb me. See how it goes? See how it plays? Get on radio, channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
I'm coming with you.
No, you guys stay.
No, don't fight me on this. I will fucking kick your ass.
I don't believe me.
I think if you're going to use the F-bomb, it has to come from a more angry place.
Alright.
Or a more
Oh my God!
I think it was. Would it be kicking?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
And jump on
It's
radio.
so good.
Channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
Oh, I'm coming with you.
No, you guys stay here.
No, don't fight me on this. I will fucking kick your ass. I didn't say it right. God damn it.
Oh. That's not whatever feels good. Yeah. So she said, have a radio. Get on channel 4. Do not call me. I will call you.
Well, I'm coming with you.
No.
No, don't fight me on this. I will kick your fucking ass.
There it is.
Paul's masterclass.
Oh my.
Well, okay, sorry. He yelled at me.
It's
Oh
so
my-
good. It's just
That was
so
painful
good.
to watch.
Oh!
No.
All you have
Is
to
this
do
what I
is
think it is?
Ask the spirits a question.
What is your favorite kind of cheese?
I am the haunted man.
Dr. Fangboner?
You didn't answer my cheese question. What is your favorite kind of cheese? I
just
thought it
left
would
that
be
in there.
Gouda. Like Gouda.
I get it. And scene.
That was just an Easter egg for Paul in the edit bay.
Why didn't you use that?
I found it. I found it.
That's
Good.
great material.
Amazing.
You know, I've now since found my motivation for what I should have done.
Oh no.
This is what you should have said to me, and as a director,
Yeah.
and like pretend that I've let you finish for the day, and it's now 3 a.m. You're asleep, and I've awakened you. Like you need to go shoot something right now. I'd be like, no, I will kick your ass.
There it is. Nailed it. First
I
take.
will. Now I feel like Moana. You will board my boat.
Will board my boat. Yeah.
I am Natalie of Ghost Hunters.
It's the best. So watching you think, your eyes are so like wonderful because
It's incredible.
You can watch you think.
I
And
feel terrible watching it because like I made her do it so many times, but it's incredible to watch her process and hearing. That's the big thing about like, so actors who be like try to direct something, you try to direct somebody as an actor and you say things that would affect you as an actor from a director, but that's a lot different from the job that you're doing right now. So anyway, just like me talking to her and like trying to like guide her to a place and watching her process go, okay, I think I get what you're saying. Oh, that wasn't it. Okay. I'm gonna try to do what you're saying. We're friends, but dude, stop fucking with me because like I'm gonna, and then I'm like, that's it. Okay, cool. Let's do it again.
I said it right in the beginning. I was like, you're gonna do this to me, aren't you?
Yep, it's the best. She's like, oh.
What you missed in the beginning at home, what you missed was a 5-minute debate over whether it should have been "I will fucking kick your ass" or "I will kick your fucking ass."
Right. Yeah.
And that's when
Gotta be the latter. Yeah.
But I didn't realize how close Ryan had just dropped the F-bomb. So like it was like 3 lines before that. Like you couldn't. have another one right there. So.
I mean, one F-bomb, like you can keep your PG-13 or whatever. I think there's one last one, and it's real quick, right? Is it the driving one?
It is the driving one.
Stunt driving. Let's do that.
No.
Here we go.
And action.
The hotel's phone is disconnected.
Should we call the police?
What would they say? We don't know anything. I called Peter first because they were closer. They'll probably beat you there.
Yeah, they probably will. I'm stuck in traffic.
Man, give me the boot. Be here as soon as possible.
That was it. It's just filming without a permit and driving around trying to be all intense.
That when I was stuffed like a Pez dispenser in like the front seat of the car.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
That.
That's one of my scariest memories of the whole movie was when I was driving as Natalie around Sam's neighborhood. I do not like driving the Beast.
You named it the Beast. You christened it.
Is that me?
Yeah. That was a big Ford Suburban.
Yep, don't like it.
It's the suburban legend that you hear coming down the street a mile away. Yeah. I think he talked about it in the chat earlier. Like Danny called it that, and that's what it is now. Well, thank you everybody for staying up late with us and talking about it after the fact. Please give a big round of applause for Jared White, Danny St. Germain, Dan Franklin, Alex Suarez, Stephanie Renee Wall, and Sam McLitch.
Paul Carganetta.
Paul Carganetta.
And give it up for yourselves for being a part of tonight and being a part of making this film. So happy to share it with all of you, and so happy that it is part of the world now because of you. And we'll see you real soon. Any last thoughts, Dan?
Yeah, no, I mean it's like you said, we've got these awesome people that helped us make this picture. So now we need to make this picture, and then we need to make this picture, and then we need to make this picture.
But
Always another level.
After this and then Mantra, the next one's going to be a rom-com.
I was just about to ask, what's up with Mantra?
Well, what's up with Mantra?
I don't. Okay, I guess we'll find out.
Done.
For those of you who wagered at home, yes, The Haunted Man was released before Mantra.
Yes.
The results are in.
Who wagered at home?
Hey, hold on. What was the criteria? The release date or the finish?
Oh no.
What was the criteria?
I think public release.
But we got like 2 scary feature-length films.
Well,
still don't have a public release.
There is no public release. This is not. Neither are released.
No.
Alex better get on that trailer.
Yeah.
Mantra is completely finished, and there will be a lot of interesting announcements coming very soon, guys. So stay tuned. I know Jared's got some stuff I'd love to hear about.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Jared and his wife Lilith have been killing it on the doc circuit across America. Tell us about 100 Years.
Yeah, so we made a documentary called 100 Years from Home. It's about the 100th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide. We use that as sort of as a launching point for her to look for the house that her great-grandparents had to abandon in order to flee and survive the genocide. So she decides to go back to try to find it. And we made this film and premiered it in 2019, and then it just premiered on PBS stations, starting PBS SoCal and KCET in September, and we're taking it to PBS stations around the country. We've been in Philadelphia, Detroit, hopefully more soon.
Congratulations.
Amazing,
That's
man.
awesome,
Congrats.
dude.
Thank you. 100yearsfromhome.com if you want to learn more.
Check it out. Well, for sure. I live for a doc. Yeah.
Awesome.
Into it.
Love it. And if anybody was wondering, Jared White directed the Winners web series, and just like lifetime friends. Love you, dude. Love you, Alex, Steph, Danny, Dan. You're all my family. Sam, you are the core of my being. You are my beating heart and my soul.
Oh wow, take that, Alex and Dan.
Yeah, take that, everybody else.
Can't compete.
So we have the after party at Danny and Steph's room, right?
Yeah, with Maker's Mark. Yep,
Perfect.
yeah.
Send me the link for that Zoom.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Have a great night.
Yeah.
Happy Haunted Man Day.
Happy Haunted Man Day.
Happy New Year. 2016?
Sure.
2021.
2018.
Go to bed.
Good night.